All right, I think it's story time. All right. No, this is not the second time I've been on this screen. What are you talking about? Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good day that ends in Y. How we doing? It's another week, another Monday. We're gonna play more Esoteric Ebb. Hi, Lenaro. Welcome in. Appreciate the boat. And Galley, hi. I also appreciate the boat. Hope you're doing, guys. Hope you two are doing well. I'm doing surprisingly better. I thought I'd come home a lot more drained. Like I was preparing, like I was bracing myself for like going to the ringer. Because for those who didn't know, like Friday, last week, I kind of did a goof. I did an oopsie. That's a professional term. And I brought down training, my AI's, my company's AI training temporarily. A misconfiguration, basically, but it was simple enough. We recovered it really quickly, but today was meant to be a meeting about that to discuss what went wrong. In the actual technical term is called a postmortem, which is weird, but like that's basically what it's called in software engineering. So anyway, I was in there being ready up. I'm clenched, you know. I'm channeling the spirit of the American dragon with my t-shirt under my hoodie. I'm ready to go. But, you know, honestly, all things considered, it went out pretty well. Because, like, you know, the thing at the end of the day is, like, we're all engineers and we're all just, you know, people trying to do our best here. So, like, you know, I walked up to them and was like, hey, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, I wasn't trying to give you a bad day or a hard time or a heart attack or anything like that. And they were also just like, hey, you know, listen, it's okay. These things happen. We're just trying to make sure it doesn't happen again, you know. It's okay, you know, we're not that upset, you know. Talked about the weekend a little bit together. You know, it was nice, you know. I think, you know, even though I have really enjoyed everybody else's like a take on it, was like I was watching Dan this morning because like there's a couple of people online and you know, Dan was there and I told Dan Jones, because I'm Dan Jones. He's a great guy, by the way. You should go support him if you don't know him. But he's a great dude. Anyway, he was playing Mario, and I like, you know, Dan, I'm in trouble. He's like, why are you in trouble? I was like, well, this happened. He's like, oh, good. And everyone else was like, good. And I'm like, well, I get it. Listen, I am not against AI, right? I think I've kind of like put into a box like why I was more sympathetic, and it's mostly because like, while I'm against AI in general, I gotta remember that at the end of the day, these engineers are just like me. They're just living paycheck to paycheck or trying to build good stuff, right? The real people, the real bad guys, aren't even like their managers or even their managers' managers. It's the guys way up there on the top. It's the system, right? So while everyone's like good for AI, I totally get that. I was like, why am I feeling sympathetic? It's because I'm of the idea of the old adage, be kind to people, but be ruthless to systems. And in this case, AI is the system. And boy, howdy, you can bully it to shit and no one's gonna care, right? I think that's what happened here, right? You know, because I never mentioned like, oh, it was a bunch of engineers and stuff. And to be fair, no one's getting fired or anything like that. Hooray, Japan labor law. But, you know, it's one of those things that's just like, you know, you got to be very careful about it, right? And you got to be very wary about these things, right? We're all trying to, because at the end of the day, we're all kind of at the same level when it comes to like supporting each other. And, you know, we gotta do better about that. Gives you a little insight to my beliefs as a person. Anyway. Speaking of people, we have a Goblin friend. I don't mind some AI, but the thing I detest most is AI. It's killing the industry. AI is killing a lot of things. I can't, my take on it, to be perfectly out there, is, I think from my perspective, from an engineering perspective, there is no realistic argument from a utility point. I think the utilitarian nature argument is established, right? I'll give you a good example of this, right? So today I was trying to deal with a problem where like I got this service over here and I got this service over here and I got a billion of these standards here, and I gotta like figure out how to like glue all these pieces together, right? I will do the work, but I'm kind of like, how do I glue it together? Because like this is needlessly complicated, and this is needlessly complicated, this is needlessly dense, this is logically dense, this is logically dense, and like, can I take like can I take the 8 hours to figure it out myself? Absolutely. But it's like, if I put in like Claude and be like, Claude, can you like just kind of summarize for me in a nutshell what's going on here and like be specific about these particular points? And it gives me something to read off. It was like, okay, look, this helps me at least get like a shape, right? And that kind of helps to get a shape of what I'm looking at. Another good example is, let's say you're dealing with like some like data schema for like some third-party service, and it's got an incredibly stupidly complex like data schema, right? Now, let's say you're using data schema A and you need to translate to data schema B, but not all of the fields match up, and they got different names or they got different structures. And the data schema B is like 1 billion lines long. If you tell Claude, can you just like link whatever's in there with what I have so I can just make the transition quickly? That saves you so much more time. Can you do it manually? Of course you can. I've done it thousands of times, but it's like for that, it's like that gets me like another 2 or 3 hours back at least, you know? So, and don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these extremists, like these like 996 people that I've had the misfortune of hearing about all of a sudden, like the next wave of tech bro, which is like 9 to 9, 6 hours, 6 days a week. Like, yeah, I'm out. If I ever have to resort to that model, I'm out. I'm just going to go become a farmer or somewhere. I'll become a simple farmer somewhere. But like the utilitarian stuff is like, I think there's a very strong argument there. The hard part is I have no argument, nor does anyone else, about the moral sense, because I think there's no moral reason to use this technology. Hi, Shizu. Thank you for the boat. Leading the as always, providing leadership with her boat total. She's 6 away from the funny number. But anyway, yeah, so like I think for that, like there's no moral ground to stand on. Like even when like I get to like the people who are on my like with like or cultists, like they've drank the Kool-Aid for the AI, and I sit there and they like, you can do this and this and like capitalism and like blah yada yada, capitalism yada yada yada, the way of evolution. I always disarm them with just like one simple question, like, but is that good though? And they're like, well, you could just see their circuits kind of short circuit. You can see their circuits frying, literally in real life. It was just like, well, anyway, it's good. What do you want to say, Shizu? I'm listening. What do you want to say? We are all listening. Everybody back off. Shizu's got something she wants to say. It's okay to make mistakes. We all fuck up, big time or small. I agree. It's okay to be small. I agree. I've done that. I've said that a lot at work. It's like, listen, I'm used to being wrong. I'm wrong a lot. I've been, I'm a human being. By order of being a human being, I'm wrong by default 40 to 50% of the time. So I learned how to use Microsoft Unity for coding. It was boring. Unity, yeah, game programming. You see, that's one thing, like, that's another aspect about AI tooling that I use. Yep, I agree, Shizu. Again, Shizu, the wizened spider of wisdom. Give us your wisdom, and she's laying it on good for us. The other thing about this that I want to get on, and then we'll get back into the funny, silly game that I'm really enjoying. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I'm actually looking forward to it. The one other thing I wanted to say was, with regards to like AI in general, it's like, typically I've been very conservative about it. And like the only time I would actually say conservative in a positive light. And what I mean by that is like, I use it for things that I fucking know to do, or I've done thousands of times already. Like, I'm not gonna sick on something I have no clue about. Like my little Godot project, I know a few things here and there. Like, yeah, I know how to do Python, I know how to scripting and everything like that. But like, I still have to learn a lot about Godot in particular. So if I sicked like a Claude code on my Godot project and it made a bunch of bullshit, I'd be like, I have no idea how to call your bullshit on this. This would be like me with Phoenix Wright on Friday, where I'm just brute forcing the answer. Like, is it this? No. Is it this? No. And then the judge eventually goes, I've had enough. You're too stupid to do this. Take him away. And then that's how I go to jail. Code jail, to be specific. But yeah. So like, I usually been very careful about it. It's like, yeah, do I know how to scrape this data set? Yes, but I don't have to do it myself. Do I know how to do this terraform? Yes, but I don't have to do it myself, etc. So, oh, ooh, that sucks. Jeez, did you have a rough night? I hope I had that steak lunch and it felt delicious, right? Very good. But I think it might've been a little too much steak because I think it was a combination of things last night. One thing was steak. I was feeling a little icky. Not because of the steak, it was good, but I was like, maybe that was a little too much red meat for like one sitting. Maybe that's a little too much red meat for one sitting. The other thing was it's starting to get warm and I still have all of my heavy blankets because like, well, it's getting warmer, but like nights are still cold, right? Last night was a warm night and I had multiple layers on top of me. So I was like slow roasting. I'm going like, am I okay? I think I'm okay. But there was a little iffy, right? So there was that. I may be a bit, but I hope I hope you'll be okay, Shizu. Like, but I just wanted to say, like, I sympathize with you. Long, rough nights are the worst, for sure. Anyways, let's get going. But once again, Gally, Lenarl, and Shizu, thank you guys so much for the boats. All right, so what do you say when you get back to Esoteric Ebb? Last time, yeah, we were kind of exploring the city below. We have a wizened cleric. Are you okay, Annie? I'm okay. Are you okay? Annie, are you okay? We were playing a wise cleric. We had basically gotten to this city, and we met the Goblin Queen. The Goblin Queen's like, hey, you got to go investigate the tea shop exploding for some weird reason. I want to know more what's happened. I'm like, okay. I think there's two divergent paths, basically, and we're going to the one that sends us into the creepy dungeon below with our new best friend, who is Goblin Kim. He's basically Goblin Kim. And, he hates us. Hey, Shogun! Welcome in, welcome in. I heard she got hit by, no, she got struck by some sort of, like, criminal, I think. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna go back into the depths here. I think last time we kind of took, like, I kind of found a little bit of a pause. Also got a cursed mace, and apparently we got a ghost that's haunting our every move. Oh, here we go, session notes. You've arrived in Tolston via waking up in a morgue. Oh yeah, that did happen, and we were surrounded by apples. You've picked up a goblin sidekick, and now, well, you need to focus on the actual job. The tea shop that blew up, a criminal appellation. First off, you still need to get inside. The entrance is in the middle of the big, open outside area. If you find yourself stuck, there probably should be some other ways of getting inside. Beyond that, you've also got the owner to track down. From what you've heard about this guy, he could have already left the city. Though maybe, if you're lucky, you can catch him before he hops into the next ship down the water lane. Nothing so far has given you any decisive evidence. Everything about this stinks. Chris. Okay, I see we're gonna start off early here. Also, thank you for the boat, Jogan. I appreciate it. All right, let me get the timer going. 1 minute. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Hi. Sugi wa ikimashou. Hi. 巣は地下鉄、地下鉄水道、地下水道。何ですか？グリルですか？それじゃあ、クレートも。H、WBT クレートと、エソテリックストーブ。地下水道の料理にストーブがあります。ストーブかオーバンの方が、何か？はからですか？ But that was a minute. Thanks for that. I think there's a dead body just passed by. Around it sits some crates. What looks to be a ragged bedroll. This is a camp. camps in the sewers. The goblin looks around in the dark, damp tunnel. I don't like this one bit. Feel the stove. It's not entirely cold. Recent, huh? Is it normal to camp in a place like this? No, Cleric. Norvik sewers are notoriously dangerous. Look around. Some rats scurrying around the corners. Nothing else. What are these crates? Leaning in, you see the symbols hatched into the corners of the wood. HWBT. Huh? The goblin inspects them as well. We've had shipments going missing in water lane in periods. Now I know where they end up. He taps on the crate. Spices. He taps another. Potatoes. Yes, it's food crates. Food? Just food. Over time it's been a lot. Yes, these crates hold food. Why food? A glance reveals most are empty. Whoever is down here is clearly siphoning off resources from the Halfway Bridge tribe. Why food in the sewers? A foolish question. Obviously, this is a hideout of some kind. I've been trying to nail this thief for a while. Figured it was some organized thing. And considering the size of this hole, it's gotta be. And you never thought to check the sewers? Of course not! It's not even connected to water lane except for the water flow, and that's... He stops and squints at the water. Those motherfuckers! You see what they're doing? I have a feeling you're gonna tell me. Well, they've been dumping crates into the water flow, then catching them down here. Probably with a net or something. The goblin glances around the tunnel. Diabolical. I'd be impressed if it wasn't my job to keep track of this shit. A hunter. Guys, there's a gator behind me, I think. Why food, though? Is that a gumshoe I hear? Maybe. You know, I've been asking myself that very question. He's kind of got like that, hey, like, I kind of wanted to treat him like that. Also, there's a gator man behind me, and I'm in dialogue tree hell. I could never quite figure it out, but look. The goblin shoves the loose lid of a crate, revealing an empty inside. Could they be shipping it to someplace else? Don't look like it. Whatever they're doing, it's being eaten here. The goblin shudders. Comes creeping. He's behind me, isn't he? He's also got an axe or a butcher's knife or something. This is making me hungry. Really? You? Why do you act surprised? I'm a human who eats food. That's normal. I'm normal, Snell. Look normal. All right. I am normal. Okay, I gotta put on my normal face. Ready? Here we go. I gotta put on my normal face. I'm normal. You do not. Damn it! Well, I tried. Well, there's no hiding it. I'm a freak. And everybody knows it. Snell knows it. I know it. The gator man who's about to butcher us to death for meat knows it. No, it's just... I haven't seen you eat anything but apples, I think. Apples are food. I am aware. But look, I just assumed you weren't the type to get hungry. I guess I'm not exactly a foodie. That does explain it. A bit. Right behind. Constitution is like, dude, like, seriously, dude, do you like not see it? He's like 5 feet behind you. Like, dude, seriously? Right behind. So, what do you propose? We just keep the guard and see if they come back? Possibly. We should also get backup. I know we're on a tea shop mission, but... Quest. What? The tea shop quest. It's not a mission, it's a quest! Right. Anyway, this is kind of a big deal for the halfways. Lady Sageleaf will be happy to finally cut this thorn down. Should go get backup. Yeah, probably for the best. I somehow have the feeling that whatever is eating all of this won't be too happy about us finding the stage. Your very flesh. Your companion gasps for air as he glances back. You watch his entire being suddenly leave. You watch as his entire being suddenly leaves his corporeal body. For an instant, he is not a goblin. He is a ghost. Great hungers. Kraid, the Rage of Asken. I think we're in trouble. Look at that guy. Look at that big dude. He's got like rat kebab. What's going on here? Look at the rats. He's got rat friends. What's wrong, Snell? You look pale. The goblin is already on the move, his sling loaded, spinning, aiming. To see Hunt come for Kraid? How good. What is that? You watch the hulking mass of flesh and wet scales rising from the shadows of the sewer. It towers over you, its gaping maw widened into what could be construed as a mocking smirk. Hi, Cass. Good morning. I'm about to fight Leatherhead from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Roll initiative. Ooh, that's a good initiative. I did pretty good, despite having been dropped on. Earth, bless your soul. What? Bow down, bow down, bow down before it's too late. You are food. There's not much time, but if there's any chance to de-escalate, do it now. My life is yours, beast. Kill it, Snell. Raise your fist. I'm gonna punch it. Throw a punch. It's challenging. Stop, we've come to bargain. It stares at you with cold, blank eyes, yet it does not strike. Soulless, predatory. A beast who has developed consciousness but lives without care for others. Fascinating. I think they call those guys tech bros. Am I right? Waka waka. Anyway, the goblin hesitates. Inches away, the croc creature makes a deep growling sound. It sounds annoyed. No hunt, no struggle. Gah! A frustrated shriek. Fight! Struggle like rabbit! He gives you a shove with his claws. Ooh, that hurt! The goblin sends you a quick glance between the two of you. He's unsure if he should strike again, or see if there's some strange peace to be found here. Stop attacking me, citizen! Kraid is not citizen. Kraid hunt. I don't think those two are exclusionary. Gah. Kraid is bored. You are cleric. No, I won! I won by the power of confusion! You are cleric, no? The goblin takes a deep breath, then he hisses at you under his breath. Do not push your luck. I am the cleric, yes. You know me. Do not be trouble, and Kraid will not be trouble. The beast lumbers over to the encampment. You look on, taking heavy breaths. Snell leans on his knees. He appears to be shaking. Adrenaline running out. Weak knees. Dizzy skull. Kraid sits down on top of a crate in front of the little stovetop. Hunt is done for daytime. Now is rest and cooking. What in the world have you stumbled onto here? Approach the camp. What have I run into here? Kraid, the Rage of Asken. Behold! Nothing. Maybe his name. Crockless folk. A mad flesh-eating beast of yore from the swamps of Heiji. Why hasn't he eaten you yet? You do not know. Nor do I think I ever will. The hulking beast looks at you with a deep hunger. Your gut biome quivers. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, that's a good biome quiver right there. Ooh, felt that one. Kraid greets human. I found this rat. Do I show him the rat? He seems to like rats. Those rats really seem to like you. Yes. Rat is little thing, which I remember from home. Big rat, those were great friends. You had big rats where you're from? He lets out a happy growl. Big, mushy swamp rat. The gayest of little rodent. Does he mean that in like the sense of like happy or like actually gay? I'm not sure. Also, I don't know if it's his place to question the sexuality of a rat. I don't know. You know what? I'm getting too into this.
I hunt as little, then as big. I follow, I learn. Big rat is great hunter. Little rat has much to learn, but they will. They will.
That's great. Can I go now? He turns to you and whispers, let's not get too friendly with a rat-loving Killer Croc, all right? Killer Croc? Oh, yeah, he is kind of Killer Croc. I was thinking, like, yeah, Leatherface from, not Leatherface, Leatherhead from TMNT. He also probably could be a Killer Croc. I guess so. Look at him. He's got that kebab. He's just a man enjoying his craft. He probably stole the crate. If I had to guess, he probably did the crates just because he wanted some spice. Like, he's like, this meat, you know what this meat needs? Some paprika and some black pepper, freshly ground. I can relate, buddy. Sorry, give me a sec. I took my socks off and my feet are like breathing and they're like, I don't like the moisture in this. I don't like the moisture and humidity. He's like, tough luck, feet. You're gonna need it. Trust me. Anyway. So, you're a chef, huh?
Yes. Cleric is hungry. Create offer. Slog dog.
The beast holds out one of the strange sausage-shaped meat pieces. Slog dog?
Slog dog.
Slug dog? Slog dog.
It is slog dog, yes.
You want a slog dogs now?
I'm good.
He's never been gooder. Mystery meat. Could contain anything. Beware. What's in it?
Meat.
Yeah, I can tell. The beast. Slug dog? Yeah. I don't want to be rude, especially because he's offering. I'll try. Yeah. Never punished. You wrap your gloved hand around the sausage with a firm grip. The slog dog speaks to you. The slog dog wants to be consumed. All right, gobble it down. It goes down quickly, but the flavor catches up to you quickly. It is harsh, spicy, and rotten. You groan. The flesh is down, but it might be coming up. A deep cackle escapes the maw of the beast.
Crane sees Cleric enjoy slog dog.
Does Cleric feel benefit? Oh, never better. Oh, just like Mom used to make. Benefit? Never punished except 30 minutes fast-paced list. Never punished, except for this ever-growing list of times where I've been punished. Benefit? Oh, huh? Spice. It feels strong. What is happening? Cleric?
Good. Slog dog work magic. Crane is master chef. Slog dog is specialty. If Cleric can stomach, Cleric it's strong.
Holy shit, I feel.
You feel?
Class conflict updated, as if the natural world is growing beneath your gut. A glorious unity between earth and mammal. The great wave of primal sprouting, springing, dancing, kicking. You are now ready. Ready? You are ready to join the wilds of Ascani. This is your path. The natural path. You are a barbarian! Slam your chest uncontrollably. Snell covers one of his ears to protect his hearing. Cleric is energetic. How does Cleric feel? I feel okay. Average even. Oh, that'd be a first for you, I presume.
Good. Crane help Cleric. Like Viskin say.
Viskin?
Crane cannot say more. Cleric has friend.
Right. Friend. The crocodile just smiles at you. Ominous. Crocodile smile. I'm not sure checking out Viskin is a great idea, Cleric. I suggest staying away. Old ladies would say the same. But hey, up to you. You should find out more. The Pale Man can teach you much. Well, have you seen a man in yellow going past here?
Kraid has seen this, yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes. Kraid saw human in yellow go past.
Oh, we're on the trail. The man in the yellow hat.
Kraid went to eat such fancy human, but this human was fast. Turned invisible before Kraid could approach.
Huh.
Kraid did not hear fancy yellow human speak to self while walking past. Human said, "Where is this damn secret passage again?"
Secret passage? Where?
Raid does not know.
So he went into the dungeon?
Fancy human from southern caves going into dungeon. Yes.
Well, thanks for the info. The monster smirks, or makes no expression at all, because it's always smirks. What do you hunt down here?
Many things. Raid, dive, and stalk. There's land below, far, deep, dark.
You find anything good down there?
Yes. Kraid takes many trophy, from big chicken to little drake, and those of many, many teeth and eye. Most are not tasty, some very.
He glances at your companion.
You.
The goblin does a comically loud gulp. Gulp! He tries to play it off. Nice.
Little green men, you are not tasty and not even fun to hunt, but you look spicy.
He holds up a hand in a stern face. I can assure you, I am not. The croc lets out an amused growl. Where else do you hunt?
Kraid hunts where he pleases. Land is good, good for sport. Great beasts roam, many fresh challenge await. When Kraid is on hunt, he goes far.
Good for now. He lets out another short grow. Hey, do you want to see this rat I found? The monster stares at you as you hold up the white rat in an uncomfortable grit.
Kraid sees that. There are 5 of them. They make a lot of noise when they come around.
I guess I have to find all 5 rats then? But why? It's a quest, Dexterity? Who gave you this quest? I don't know. Then probably consider it before you head out on a rat hunting mission. No! Unacceptable. Since nobody's promised you any pay for it. So, yeah, think about that. So now what should we do about the crate situation?
Honestly, it's not a good idea to start shit here. The whole stolen shipments thing is an issue, yeah, but the halfways do not have the resources to deal with this solid unit of a beast right here.
What if I ask him to stop? The goblin gives you a surprisingly neutral expression.
Politely?
Very politely.
Go ahead! Play high risk alligator picker. Why not?
Alligator Picker, a children's game where you get your fingers pricked by a makeshift alligator mouth if you press the wrong tooth. A rare toy these days. The last factory producing in Blood City Bay shut down due to an above board amount of haunted copies being Is that like a homage to like all those like Poppy's Playtime and those other like indie horror games? They're like, look at this toy factory that's full of haunted toys that kill children or something. But like I used to have one of those, yeah, like the little later alligator guys. You like push the button, and if you hit the wrong one, chomp. But I'm pretty rizzed up. Yeah, you see, I got it right. You're battling against the hungry beast here, but not just that. You're also facing what could only be described as a connoisseur. You're kidding? Not this time. You need an offer a bargain. Some better, nicer cooking supplies than the average HWBT stock. Ah, you mean... Oh, yes. You mean... Kraid, I wish to inform you that you're getting subpar goods here. Subpar. Those crates, they're all from the Halfway Bridge tribe. If you're looking for better goods, I could strongly suggest focusing on another target. The beast leans in and glares at you.
Kraid wish to know, where would better goods be found?
As bad as stealing is, The ones who will miss it least are the Free Striders, the trade company. As long as you do not sell up the city supply lines, then it's fine. The rest can deal with this beast. Well, they said Free Striders. He growls. They have better, fresher goods and more exotic stuff too. You'll definitely want to focus on them instead of these cheap goblin crates.
Maybe Crane will. The supply is getting stale.
He turns back to his stove with a deep snicker. Nice job. That's probably as much as we could have hoped for. Redirection! I'm gonna leave now. Thanks for the slog dog. I still don't know what I ate. So did he come he came from right over there, didn't he? They're the sewer. These are the sewers below Water Lane. I remember, right click lets me kind of zoom out.
So much food.
Like apples. More apples, apple boy! Apples! I want an apple. I want 8 apples. More apples, apple boy! So I got 1 level of cleric, 2 levels of cleric, and 1 level of barbarian now, apparently. Lich House Blues. The pale man called Viskin is very suspicious. Find out what's going on in the Lich House. He seems to be working. The Haro Crocolus Kraid seems to be working for Viskin in some capacity. Pale man must be a strange fellow. River take ye. It's linked to the Lichman? Alright. Esoteric. There was another thing that got... This one. A Frank, son of Frank, was seen on the Pillar Road. Kraid had an encounter with the human in the yellow, who was looking for a secret door to further below. Alright, we got a clue. And a slog dog. So, we came out... everything coming up Millhouse, really. And I can I don't need to wait, I don't need to consume. I had slog dog. I got plus 66 health. Now, what in the world is this? There's a potion of healing among these empty bottles. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take it, I guess. In case I need it. Do I have a map still? Alright, so we're here. The map system's interesting, so... There's that. That's the roots. That was the Goblin Queen. Where's the dungeon? Can I zoom out? I'm very confused. Hello? Where's the... Alright. I guess I don't know where I'm at. Or maybe it's a different zone for the dungeon. Is that gonna tell me? Another one-way door. Darn it! Well, I guess we're... Okay. Okay! Well... I guess with that out of the way, we can go this way. So... Question is... Which way do I go now? Which way should I go now? Well, that looks like... Let's walk into the light. That'll not produce... What? That looks like a trap. And I'm not talking that just because of the deadly eye lasers. You know, unrelated. I think I'm gonna save. Definitely not eye lasers. Got that old school setting where you can make as many save files and name them any silly thing you want. You have to name it something so you understand what the hell you're doing. That's a very well made statue. Can I examine it? Massive statue of a minotaur. Is that the door? The door closes behind you. Your companion lets out an audible gulp. Good Zeldiba. Birdola Sheni. Patio Sane Sulistvis. Snow? Why'd you let me go into this obviously terrifying chamber?
You're the cleric here!
The words change tone and intensify, mimicking your own way of speech. You have stepped into the 5th chamber of trials. 5th? What happened to 1 through 4? This will be your final and most mounting challenge yet, oh champions of the host. If outside again you wish to see, answer me these questions 3, the answer of which I shall judge fairly upon thine soul. Who will take the first steps? What happens if I say the wrong answer? Can my goblin sidekick help out? Ask me your questions, Guardian. I am afraid. I take the first step. Me? Remain silent, stare meekly at the shit. Nudge Snell. What happens if I say the wrong answer? You will be cast into the infernal peril. Do I have to answer all 5 questions correctly? It's 3. 3 questions. 3 question. 3. Yeah, right. 3. Sorry, I misspoke. I was a little intimidated by your size, sir. Do I have to answer all 3 questions correctly? Answer me questions 3, the answer of which I shall judge fairly upon thine soul. Wait, are you a sentient type of trial guardian, or are you more of the magic mouth type? Who will take the first step? The statue obviously has a magic mouth spell cast on it. It is programmed to react to certain types of inquiries in the speaker's original tongue. Do not think about it too much. Answering the questions in a straight manner will do just fine with this barbaric setup. Alright, I take the first step. The light lands upon you. First question! What is your name? Whoa, deja vu. Not this again. My name is... The light intensifies. Say Ron. Wouldn't it be funny if I said something completely unexpected here and turned out to be the correct answer? No. Fine. Tell just won't let me have any fun, guys. Simply state your name. My name is Ron. The light blinds you for a moment, and then you feel the chamber shake. What is your quest? To solve the mystery of the tea shop that blew up. Again, the eyes of the cow glare into a fiery beam. Hi, I'm Ron. What is your greatest fear? To be abandoned. For the 3rd time, you feel that rumble, along with the hot gaze of the Minotaur. It then turns to your companion. The chosen will be you! Snell, in response, gives off a shocked scoff. That's easy. You can sense the relief pass over him. Yeah, this was pretty stupid. All that build-up for nothing. At least the cows know how to put on a show. The goblin stands up straight, facing the light. Go ahead, Guardian. Ask your questions. What is your name? My name is Snell. He enunciates perfectly. The eyes of the statue grow stronger once more. What is your quest? My quest is... Be quiet and hope the goblin doesn't fuck up. My quest is to serve Lady Sageleaf. Again it rumbles, and you get to the crescendo of the final 3rd question. Snell looks confident. What is the scholarly definition of numinism? Numinism, the ideology of the common gods. When deities walked amongst us, they built many a great empire, including Norvik. His face drops. Panic! What is the scholarly definition of numinism? What is the scholarly definition of numinism? That depends. Arcane era scholarly definition or divine era scholarly definition? Oh, that's funny. I'm tickled. Divine era, the 3rd of the 5 eras, when the first gods were born out of mortal folk, and power began to entirely fall into their wonderful and fragile hands. If you had gotten this question, you probably would have short-circuited that magic mouth. Divine era. Numinism is the belief in the right of walking gods to rule mortals. The term used to describe divine avatars who rose and fell around the divine era. Most major religions on the coast today are built around these figures, and their influence can be felt everywhere. Earth was the last known walking god when he faded 27 years ago. It is quite terrible. Attempt to show... Am I gonna, like, play... I'm gonna play charades? Squat down and stare... I tried to play charades, I guess. The goblin has his eyes fixed on you as you hold up your hands. Alright. Pretend to act like a tyrannical magic man with a big stick, then pretend to use magic to mind control your followers, then pretend to show how these followers slowly overcome you as way better arcanists come into power through a fair system of meritocracy during the arcane era. Pretend to pray, then pretend to be a big strong earth, then pretend to show how people congregate into culture units underneath god kings during the fire. This is like, if I got this out of the charades bowl, I think my partner would be like, what the fuck were you doing? His eyes are full of panic as you spend precious seconds waving your hands around. His panic overwhelms him. He is unable to even begin to focus on your attempt to communicate. Unfortunately, he opens his mouth to speak, still staring at you, dumbfounded. What the fuck are you doing? Beneath you, a sea of spikes. Oh! I'm dead. Scramble, grab anything. No, no, no! Microseconds, that's what you've got. But somehow you do manage to stretch out, sprawl out with your hands landing on rough stone and your feet. Well, let's just say you're in a bit of a shitty position right now. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that is funny. Look, he's surfing me. That's crazy. Do not move. Let's just relax here. I'm sure there's a way to solve this. Yeah, good. Keep holding. The goblin attempts to take a step down on your lower back. Your feet slip an inch. Ah! Shit! Your entire body is quaking. You cannot hold this for long. Okay, new plan. Cast spider climb. I don't have spider climb prepared. You don't have spider climb prepared? Why would I have spider climb prepared? I don't know. Why would I don't know. Why would you? I actually can't think of a single useful situation for it. You did used to have spider climb in your spell book before the river took your collection. Second level transmutation allows the target to move across vertical surfaces with ease and speed by turning their limbs sticky and powerful. Alas, you will have to do this the brutish way. You are going to die here. Hold out. Let him climb off. Moderate or daunting? I'm gonna go with the moderate choice, or look down first. You get the idea of what is down there. As you attempt to look, a part of your mind very much so asks nicely, do not. There's no need to conceptualize this threat, for its material reality does not change your position. Alright. Alright, Snell. It held on. The snog dog inside me. Tell him you can hold. Do it. I can hold. Fuck it. Fine. After a moment of deliberation, the goblin then scrabbles up your back, using your helm as a stepping stone, and leaps for the edge of the pit. But the flesh is firm. His claws find purchase on the stone. He pulls himself up. Okay, I'm out. A few agonizing seconds later, climb up on the side. The voice starts up again as you do. You have braved the pit of wrong answers. What? Breathe and stand. Wobbly, but firm. You stand. Step forth and claim your prize, the plundered eye. I hate this place so much. Your companion mutters to himself. Again, just to reiterate, Snell says across that. This place is somewhat dangerous. Divine rule! Numinism is when walking God's rule! That was such a bullshit question. Mine were way easier. Agreed. Not that it's that much of a surprise. The flesh of the legendary Dumpy. Those cheeks saved us. Esoteric bullshit talking statues tend to be filled with esoteric bullshit. Who would have thought? The statue is now entirely silent, and you hear an esoteric boom coming from the drawer between its legs. Well done! The Minotaur's riddles are probably conquered! They were not riddles. A strange exercise, but one you met well. To think of all the people who have met their end in a place like this. It is quite depressing. Okay, let's see what the treasure is. Let's check it out. So the drawer opened between the legs of the beast. Incense bowl. Covers a first level spell slot every 3rd hour. Is that an accessory? And the jacinth? What do I do with this? What do? A chipped stone bowl. It contains several layers of ancient incense. If kept on your person, it grants a passive incense burn. It also makes you smell a bit. It also makes you smell a bit wonky, of course. And the smoke is really bad for your lungs. But at least it's not addicting. Oh, can't be having that. What's this? And then this, a jacinth? I think it's jacinth? A red gemstone. It's very pretty and was probably very expensive. Once this whole election business is over, you can either sell it on the black market or turn it into the tower for a reward. Neither wouldn't really net you a fortune, but maybe a fraction of a fortune? All right. Is this an accessory, like the tooth and stuff? So this one's +1 to wisdom and int, but I lose riz and constitution. Why are these? I got that from the Mace of Terror, right? Mace of Terror is also like this. Right, so these are getting buffed because of that. I got +5 and a proficient. This would put me at 18, which is a big stat. Basically, wisdom gets super buff. But I don't want it to overpower. I feel like that's the thing. Like, you pick the certain aspects, and then they just overtake the whole conversation, which isn't a bad thing. Oh, we're on the other side of the cube. We're on the other side of the cube now. We found the way around the cube. There's a gelatinous cube here. Sure is. And we're not going to bother with it because I don't know what to do with it. Mysterious door. Mysterious, you say? The door of mystery. Before you stands an iron door. At its center, a 5-pointed star has been etched deep into metal. Esoteric energy emanates from the surface. A faint hum vibrates through the iron. That's some fancy door. You lean closer and inspect the etched star. 4 points, perfectly symmetrical. Each point of the star glows faintly with residual magic. Any ideas, Snell? About your fancy mystery dungeon door? He crosses his arms and stares at it. Not really my area of expertise, Cleric. I bet you need some kind of spell or password. Or, you know, he mimes breaking something with his fists. Subtle. Very subtle. But yeah, could work. Your gloved hand meets cold iron. A ripple of translucent energy pulses across the surface. It's locked. Magically. But this one feels stronger. More personal. Right, so smash it! Or perhaps think for a bit. Obviously, there should be a way to get inside. Look for a keyhole? You search for the door's surface carefully. No keyhole, no lock mechanism visible at all. The door doesn't open with a key. What kind of magic is sealing this? Arcane lock. Without a tell. Second level abjuration. It locks entryways until dispelled. Costs a bit to cast, but once it's in place, it's quite a nuisance. Is there a password? If I remember right, arcane lock works off of like a keyword or something. No, I'm wrong. There might be a passphrase, however. Can I dispel it? Obviously, if you had the spell for it. But this seal feels particularly robust. You need to be very skilled to break through. Could I break it down? The door is iron. Thick iron. It's breaking through metal and magic. And the seal might fight back. Magical wards often do. Alright. That's impossible. That's also impossible. This wizard knew what they were doing. You think it was a wizard? The star symbol, the seal, it's all wizard work. Fair point. Or something dangerous. Can I hear anything from on the side? You lean close. Listening. Nothing. Complete silence. The door is too thick, or there's nothing beyond. Or something's waiting very, very quietly. Maybe later. Cool beans, but I don't have anything to deal with that at the moment. Alright. So that's a dead end. That's a dead end. That's the fifth door of mystery and whatever. There's our new bestie. There was another. Wasn't there another? This was where we took the break, right? We kind of left off there. So this is the trap we disarmed. So I don't think we have to do it again. I don't think so, anyway. Yeah, it's disarmed for good. Good. Did I go down here? Don't remember if I did. But now I have. Spikes? Question mark? Still don't have a good clue of where I'm at, but can't do anything with this door. There was that gentleman over there in that brightly lit room. Maybe we could go talk to him, perhaps? Was that? This was the break area, right. This is where we took our little break, our little breather. Got to know Snell a little bit. He definitely hates clerics. He definitely hates my patron god, as it were. So, you know, we got a lot to work through, but we'll get through it together. Was I here before? The city below the city. I feel like I was here before. Right. Oh, we went full circle now. Okay. That's good to know. Because that, if I remember right, down here is the... Yeah, this is that door. That leads to the crypt, where I found the mace. And then down here... This must be the roots. I don't think I ever went in this room. But look at it. Kind of nice when you really break it down. Mushrooms! Swamp extract. Excuse me. Mind-altering chemicals. For plus 3 HP. HP cost aside, I've been fairly safe. Is that a orc woman? Oh my. I guess I have to go talk to her. The most central part of the great bracken tree of Tolstad. Lord Pooh. Sorry, I'm 5. Looks like we have our first ad break coming up here. I'll keep exploring. But thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the other side of the ad break. I should probably clear that out. All right, so let's see here. Man, I gotta get my voice going. Me. All right. Among the tangled mess of vines and mossy rocks, you see the thick roots of a bracken tree. They crack open the walls and ceiling of this half-dwarven, half-antisepalian chamber. Bracken, an Ascani tree known for its impervious nature, sometimes called ironwood, the Ilium forest holds the largest collection of bracken in the world. Ilium Forest, the great woodland covering most of the border between Askin and Reeds. It is the domain of the Ilium Elves. The natural retaking of the artificial. It is beautiful. Hello? The tree does not respond. Alas, I don't think it's got a mouth. Or a brain. I guess you could talk to it with some magic. Then again, I'm no expert. They are soft on the surface. A layer of moss. Look beyond the roots. They are thick and create a vast tight forest. However, there is something there. A space beyond the roots. So this is the bottom big tree. More or less. The roots grow deeper. Much deeper. I should break down these roots, shouldn't I? No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna nod my head. I don't want to break the tree. I like trees. I like trees. I like trees. Ooh, green rat! Get over here, you little rascal. -1 wisdom. He makes me dumb by holding him. I think it has to be equipped, which is the good thing. So, like, if I got a green rat. These are all -1s. Okay. 2 rats remain. Once I get all the rats, I can become the rat king. I want to talk to the pretty lady, but before I do that, let me just look around a little bit more. Ooh. I think, is that the same thing I was seeing before? Was that the thing I saw at the start of the game, like, scramping off? It's like a little, like, it looks like a little crawdad. Or something like that. Anyway. Do I have any level 2 spells? I do not. Petrified bow. Petrified longbow. +1 dex and +1 constitution. I need to figure out. My inventory is already getting full. A bow wielded by some adventurer centuries ago. Unfortunately, that adventure ended at the gaze of a basilisk. The bow is 100% esoteric rock. These are my consumables. These are my rats. I need like other consumables like currency and stuff up here. These are key items. This is equipment, so maybe move that there. Equipment, consumables. Standard potion healing. The label says Hex Brew Incorporation 6p to be funny. That's a good joke. All right, Incorporation. Beware monsters. Such a horrifying visage. She didn't do this, did she? Welcome back, everybody. Just kind of exploring this place. Stepping in front of the petrified person statue, you get a sudden sense of paranoia. As if someone is listening in. It's not difficult to. You're very loud. Who said that? Over here, buddy. By the nose. That voice must be some kind of telepathy. Find the source. Hmm? Your eyes lined upon the nose of the stone statue. At the very tip, you see something. Something tiny and unremarkable. A simple ant. Unremarkable? We might be tiny, but trust us, we got bite. Are you? Did you hear my thoughts? Are you in my head? Duh! We are one of many. Freaking great to meet with you, buddy. An esoteric ant? You can call us one. You can't call us one. We didn't really used to have a name since we're in a hive mind. So one will do for now. All right. Good to meet you, one. Yeah, good to meet you too. Hmm? The goblin stares at you, then stares at the statue. You having a moment or something? Shh, I'm talking to an ant. Of course, I apologize. He's crazy. He gives you a worried look. So, what do you want, ant? We need your help. We are driven from the area a while ago, but we left me behind. We left me? The whole identity thing is really new to me. I've never just been disconnected from the hive this long before. It's really difficult. You don't want to be an individual? I think it's pretty cool. I haven't really put much thought into too much, but sincerely, that just sounds like a thing for you non-hivers. But if you were to help me out, how about we give you something in return? Oh, that sounds like a quest. That sounds like a quest. I like quests. Oh. Okay, sure, then it's a quest. Yes! Yes! You know the location of the secret stash. It's buried under the Undercoast path, like below this place. Below the city below? Right below it. That's low. Sure is. The Undercoast path is, well, it leads all the way down the Undercoast. Undercoast, a nickname for the undersea coast. Undersea coast, the gravity reversed cavern, sea, and archipelago. Right underneath the coast. Dig down far enough, and you'll end up passing through the gravity flip, and then you can make the climb to the undercoast. Right past the gravity flip, although you won't need to go that far down. It's too dangerous for someone like you anyhow. Beware. The ant might be small, but it's still psionic. You must help this creature. It is asking for your help, and it would really be not that much of a hassle. Be nice. Carry the ant. I want an ant friend. Yay! You're a good, real cool guy, buddy. We'll be sure to remember you as one of the good ones, once I get back, that is. Alright, so questing time. You should go down below the Undercoast path and then talk to the ant. Just pick him out of your pocket when it's time, or something like that. You better not go into my brain. I hate when things go into my brain and try to take me out with a hive mind. Alright. Hello, madam. Moongore, HWBT Guardian. Behold its strength. I behold nothing. I perceive nothing. I gotta rest before I can try again. Dang it. I know nothing about this lady. Oh, we can talk to her.
Human.
A hairy beast towering over you. Its face contorted into a stern and possibly permanent frown.
Watch yourself. This is Halfway's territory.
Halfways, search for the halfway bridge tribe. Got it.
This is a bugbear.
Oh, those guys are nasty. Bugbears are mean. They are the most common in the West, living in the rough lands between Fortnip and the VK. Dwarven slang for Vizka, as if it needed to be shortened. Vizka. A collection of loose dwarven cities in northwestern Ascani, also known as the Vizka Kingdom. She notices Snell with you and gives him a nod.
Runner.
Hey, Moongor. Things go well?
They are going. This is your cleric.
Seems so, yeah.
I thought he'd be taller.
I don't thought he'd be taller, she says with a scoff. You know this? Hi, I'm nice to meet you. I'll be nice. The bugbear places a hand on her weapon. The path of being a cleric is becoming even more familiar. Gain 15 XP for choosing the class 3 times. Do not cause trouble. A morning star. Beware. I got a bunker on my back. I'm fine.
Morning star?
No, that is clearly just a spiked mace.
A club.
Keeping it simple.
Great. She will not use it.
Have you seen a man in yellow pass by here? Is that a yes?
I did. Are you looking for this man?
Yeah, well, clearly. The bugbear shows you a deep frown and says,
if you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me.
Wait, why?
I saw him approaching from the pillar chamber. Told him to step away from halfway turf. That bastard cast a spell on me.
That handsome, huh? That handsome, huh?
What? No! He was as ugly as the rest of you.
You think I'm ugly?
I cannot see your face, human, but I would assume so, yes. I saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words, and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless like a kitten. Gods, I hate kittens.
Oh my god, this lady has no chill. Run away from her before it's too late. What else could which else could you tell me about him?
He had slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norvik. He carried a backpack and several things. Tools.
How much darker?
Somewhere between a tan hill goblin and pale fell orcs.
I'm sorry, what? I have no idea what that means. The charm of cum signed? Is that what I said? Is that what I said? Oh my, a charm of cum signed? Oh my god. I think I meant to say some kind, but man. Anyway, this lady hates kittens. You hate kittens?
Yes, any child beast, really. They are too weak to survive on their own. That is a disgusting feature of adolescence.
This chick's crazy. Which direction did he go?
Through the south cave.
She points towards the damp tunnel down the slope.
I warned him about the monsters as he walked away because of that darn spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror or dark mantle. That bastard turned invisible as he entered the tunnel.
Thanks for the hydrate, Cheesy, and the care package.
I hate wizards.
Same. Can't stand those nerds. I'm neutral on them personally. I think they come in all shapes and sizes. Well, tight. Don't wear out your throat too much. I'll try my best. Hi, baby. Welcome in. It's going well. We're talking to a bugbear. She hates kittens. I apparently said come. You know, it's just a normal Monday. Anyway, welcome in. Thanks for the boat. I'm neutral.
The bugbear lets out a grunt, clearly signaling she's done with this part of the conversation.
Can I have that spell scroll you got?
No, of course not.
I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. Please? No. Okay. 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 I feed the skeletons in the crypts. You did? Well, she looks you up and down. I am impressed. Less for us to worry about. You look like a great warrior and woman. Tempt to flirt. Guys, should I attempt to flirt with the bugbear who clearly hates kittens and humans and everything? Hi, Dreamer. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for the boat. Appreciate it. Hi, everybody. No, don't. Okay, I won't flirt. Nod your head and leave. She hates kittens. That's enough. I can't be in a relationship with someone who hates kittens. So if I follow her words, she said he went that way, down there with the monster, the beware of monster sign. I want to find the other rats, so I'm kind of curious to do that. Ongor spotted the man hailing in the city below. He went through the south cave. Okay. We've still got a little bit more to do here, but it feels like we're making progress on finding this witness. I could go this way. Where does this take me? What the? Is that a snail shell? A giant snail shell? A snail shell. It's blocking the way. Hail snail. Hail snail. A small icy mollusk spread in esoteric weather events. Often wreaks havoc on crops and roofs alike. Small mollusk, you say? The air itself grows freezing cold as you head deeper into the tunnel, until you find the passage blocked by a spiral shell. It is a massive unit of a hail snail. It fills the entire eastern passage. He's just a little broad. He's not fat, he's big-boned. Nothing wrong with that. The hail snail moves its thick head, the blue eye stalks focusing on you? You ever see a snail like this before, snail? Gesture with your arms to emphasize the humongous stature of the creature. I mean, yeah. The goblin waltzes up to it and looks up and down. He looks almost proud. This big guy's been here for months. Last time I was here, he was facing slightly to the left. Moving closer, you do see that the snail is moving. Maybe 10 degrees? 5? Not very phased. The frozen mucus slowly melting around it indicates a pattern. Yes, it is attempting to rotate, by hail snail standards, very, very slowly. It'll be done in the next year, probably. Then it'll head straight out of the tunnel in another 1 or 2. I want to pet it. Why? Good question, Intelligence. Good question. You know what? That's a valid question, Intelligence. Why? That would be very cold. A lovely sentiment, but it could hurt you quite a lot. Frostbite is no joke. You could probably make a joke about Frostbite if you tried hard enough. Yeah, Frostbite is a nerd who plays games. Is that a joke? I don't know. Anyway. She was playing a Blockbuster Video Simulator earlier today, I think. Anyway. I stopped in to say hi. I was too busy with work to watch a lot more, but she seemed to be having a good time. People have lost limbs to it. Fingers, noses, even toes. It is not a joke. Oh, I got one. What do you call the guy who lost his toes to frostbite? I don't know, Charisma. What do you call the guy who lost his toes to frostbite? No, don't. Come on, don't be boring. Seriously, don't. Fine, you'll never hear the punchline then. Good. One less mean joke in the world. Okay, maybe I don't want to pet the snail. Good choice. Isn't this creature blocking your goblin operations in some way? At first, yeah. Sagely had plans of cleaning up the roots and establishing a mushroom farm across the south and east tunnels. But the prospect of dealing with that kind of cleanup duty wasn't exactly something people were excited by. So when this big boy fell out of a crack last year, the whole thing got postponed, and lots of halfway people are very, very fine with it. He points back to the tunnel. Ever since, you only had to deal with the invasions from the south tunnels. Oh, so this leads to east tunnel? Yep. Good. I have no business there right? Mm-hmm, he nods. East tunnels just lead to a bunch of dangerous trap-filled spiral halls leading to shifting falls. And then the water temple. Technically, there's some routes that lead to the lower palace as well, but if you want to go there, you're better off taking the upper paths. Shifting Falls, deep cavernous part of the city below, found underneath the eastern districts of Norvik. It stretches far down all the way to the gravity flip, and is the only discovered part of the city below to do so, known for its magical waterfalls and hanging architecture. I'm already excited for it. You don't have to try to sell it, Snell. You're right. Adventure and spelunking excitement sounds terrible and bad. I'm already excited for it. You don't have to try to sell it, Snell. The goblin just looks at you, his gaze giving a type of neutral, disassociated look. Basically, the snail have our work down here is what I'm saying. He turns to the creature and yells, "So take your time, will ya? All the time in the world." Good luck, snail. I believe in you. All right. So I think we have a couple options here. We can go back. I think there's a couple places. We can double back and go around. But I think the idea might be to give chase to this man. This man in the yellow hat. South Caves. Beware of monsters. All right. Oh, time to give chase. The hunt's on. A Divine Era mural. A coal... excuse me. A tall stone mural stands before you. 3 serpentine figures carved and painted into the surface, each coiled and intertwined with the others, like an Ouroboros. The colors are faint, but they're still there. Greens, reds, yellows. The artistry is breathtaking. I examine the serpents. 3 distinct figures. The top serpent has sharp teeth, predatory. The middle one appears more serpentine, elegant. The bottom one has unusual markings. What's the meaning behind the mural? Basic religious art. Nothing interesting. Body, mind, spirit. 2 serpents stretching from a singular point. 1 creature with many dual faces. Only in balance between the 2 can the soul retain its divinity. The specific meaning is lost, but the reverence is clear. This was a sacred image. Further down this path, there should be an actual temple. Find it. Learn more about these noble creatures. What do you make about this artwork? The freaky serpent picture? He shrugs. There's a ton of these all over the place. You either got snail memorabilia or these lion-style pieces. Nothing else? I'd say 90%. From what I learned in school, it was snails first, then lion, then trolls, then humans. Then goblins, of course. Don't you dare say Jakku. You can't stop me. Do what you do. Then let's keep moving. The southern tunnel's always filled with scary shit. Touch the carving. Stone is smooth. Cool. We leave the mural alone. Goblin uprising. It's imminent. Beware the crunch. Please do not step on the literal human skulls. I apologize. I wasn't looking. Cave paintings? Strange markings cover the cave walls. Hey, Locke. Okay, yeah, I won't say this out loud. Painted in faded pigments. Humanoid figures. Simple. Primitive. Red and white against the dark stone. You step closer to inspect them. The style is unsettling. Crude stick figures with circular heads. Arms spread wide. You scan across the walls. 3 distinct figures. Each a unique design. I'll try. Thanks, Edson-chan. I didn't get anything. These are old, but that's just a guess. Dating cave paintings is difficult without proper study. These look human. They do. Humanoid, at least. 2 arms, 2 legs, round head. But the style is too simple to determine species. Snell, your people ever make art like this? Goblins? He laughs. We weren't even on this continent when these were made. My guess would be pre-fade, maybe? Fascinating, but I should probably move on. What's this do? Oh, I can, you right, that's what the shards do. They let me re-roll. Got it. Okay, so I can do skill checks with the shards. Still, it's still a really hard one without any modifier. So the man in yellow went this way, according to the bugbear. There's something other than regular corpse dust in this one. Bone dust, which is a special kind of corpse dust. Can be used to cover second level, and this is first level. Got it. And this is for apples. This is my ant buddy, I think. He's listening in on everything. You can go down here with the other animals. Still haven't found. Still need 2 rats to find. What is that? Is that like a sleeping cap? Is that a hat? Strange. A fancy hat. A yellow hat? You grab the smooth fabric. Your companion looks around, a bead of sweat rolling down his brow. Our Frank must have gone through here. Keep an eye open. It is yours now. Yes, possession is 9/10 of the law. I got a fancy hat. A fancy hat, made out of premium quality silk and yellow fabric. This is the kind that you expect to see at a high-class free strider. Whoever owned it previously must have gotten below... Oh, sorry. I didn't... Must have gotten below... Whoever owned it must have previously gotten lost in the horrors of the city below. You, however, obviously cannot wear it. It's nowhere near helm-like enough, though you could carry it around. Oh, so like I just carry the hat rather than grabbing it? You guys stay down there. Consumables. Key items here. I'll move equipment down here. Like rearranging my attache case. What's in deep storage? Oh, right. Once I open that up. Oh, I open it up. All right. Got it. Got it. Well, there's a corpse. What appears to be a corpse to my immediate left. So maybe we'll start there. A headless corpse. It looks like some type of rogue. Esoteric lockpick. Makes easy work of any lockpicking job. The dungeon continues far into the west part of Tolstead. Alright. A throbbing, twitching, electrifying little tool. It yearns for the lock. If you stick it in, it'll do the work for you. That's what she said. Yeah, I deserve that. I could hold it, and that would make up for whatever is bringing down my dexterity at the moment. Is that just my dump stat? Yeah. Is that an accessory slot? It is. It's easy to use that because it's just a straight buff. I could also do... Weapon won't go there. Oh, it's a weapon? Oh, so you're saying if I use that here... If I use the bow instead, that's my stat boost. I'll keep this for now. Let's try it. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I'll give it a shot. So far, I haven't been really using it. A sinking feeling appears to your right. Your gut. It falters. The goblin jolts to the side. Cleric, this. Huh? Oh! Oh no. That's what I said, dexterity. Oh no. Oh! Oh, I'm in trouble. It's a roper. One of the stalagmites has sprouted a particularly nasty looking maw. How did I not notice that thing? It was hidden perfectly. Flung around the shadows of the cavern comes a long tendril. It flies towards you like a ballista firing a long fleshy snake. In an instant, it's wrapped around. Huh? You're everything. Kind of just watching this at the moment. Ah, no, let me go. Ah.
Damn it!
Tightens his grip as I flail around. Your ankle's crushed. You breathe through the pain, scream and wiggle. Ah! But then the tentacle pulls back, dragging you, flinging you against rock and rock. Ow!
Grab something! Don't let it!
The roper has you. Its tendril fastened like a locked jaw around your entire leg as it attempts to pull you towards its maw, dragging you in like a fisherman with a thick catch on its hook.
Now's not the chance for a time for a simile! An ambush?
A goblin attempts to spring into action, but he's just too late. A monster? Punch it! Once you get control of your muscles again, that is, a thing. It was perfectly hidden. Now you're at its mercy.
Is there really nothing I could do here?
Pray. Waste of time. Try screaming instead.
Huh? What?
Your prey. The tendril pulls you closer, but it clearly finds you difficult with all the struggling, so it slams you to the ground. I'm dead! Can I, like, do anything about that? Bones broken. Loosely dangling.
If you have you don't have anything good to say nothing, okay? Shit!
Your companion rushes in the action, taking out his sling. Try to grab something.
Try to grab something! Grab? Grab what? The ground! I don't know!
He takes a swing and fires off a bullet in its direction, striking right at the center of mass. But the bullet just bounces off, and it lets out a horrendous hiss.
Balls!
No way, you're not getting anywhere near that maw.
Slither like your life depended on it, because it does!
There's still a chance. Find an opportunity. You're feeling sick. Break free. Oh gods. I gotta try something. I slithered! You spasm harder! Each loosens the grip of the beast. Following the violent flinging, you kick and flail and rotate and dance like a beautiful dance, imitating a fish on land. Great simile. Shut up! With a final violent lip toss, the tentacle actually loosens quite a bit. That should make it easier? It grips even harder. The roper keeps dragging you closer and closer to its chomping maw. You glance towards it, seeing the thousands of razor-like teeth almost extending towards you. You're dead. Warning. And I'm dead again. An intense pain causes your senses to shut down.
Cleric! Fight! Fight, you bastard!
Yeah, I need to fight. What's exhaustion? Oh, I've lost an HP. I'm in trouble, guys. You have one chance. Break loose now or get swallowed. No. Listen to the goblin. Fight! Fight! The goblin rushes up to you and yells,
Let go!
He struggles against the tendril in a frantic attempt to save you. This is it. Last chance. You slithered. Snell's trying to save you. I'm exhausted, but I have advantage. Critical success. Nat 20. With a deep animalistic groan, you push yourself to the limit. Your body in a fight against this rubbery appendix of despair. No more! Break loose for real. You get a hold of it as it slithers around your leg and rips it to shreds. The beast shrieks. And you rip it, you get a hold of it as it slithers around your leg and you rip it to shreds. The beast shrieks as its tentacle is left broken by your incredible display of power. You're free. One last breath. This is the end. The beast will be felled! The horrible creature stumbles forward, its maw widening, chomps on my flesh, and kills me again! I'm dead. The cleric is dead. Well, that sucked. Dang. How far back did I need to save? Oh, it saved me pretty well. The autosave didn't do too bad, actually. Thank you, autosave. That's actually quite nice. All right, well. Hindsight being 2020 and all that. Canonical end. Yes, I just died there. I died today. Dear diary, I died today. Wasn't so bad once you got used to all the pain and screaming. Hmm. What do I do? Do I try again with the mace of terror? Repel with constitution, no strength. Although strength's 10. It's a weapon. This gives me more wisdom. This gives me less. +6. Constitution loses a modifier too. It loses 2 modifiers. It's not worth the 1 big modifier in my mind. I'll grab this. All right. So the roper, do you think the roper got him? Yellow hat. I could just probably have to come back with better things. So it's well hidden. I'll give it that. All right. It's really well hidden. I didn't even notice it until it like changed colors. Like, dang. All right. Can I go this way? So I guess I got too close to it and I just failed passive check. All right. Well, I'm gonna save here real quick. Roper. Kill. Roper killed me. And I can't frowny. I can't do emojis or anything, which is kind of sucks, but it happens. Oh, wait. Sag, yes. There we go. Zoom. So there's a mural over here I can do. Interesting. Leaves left to dry for a long time. Incense. Ooh, nice. Problem is, like, even if I have the spell slots, it's not gonna help me because that thing does like 40 damage. It's got like, what was it, 4d12? That's a massive amount of damage to take. Grand engraving of the divine era. Among the fallen and broken of an ancient world lies among them a single structure, a monument to a forgotten power. At the top, a cracked lion's head glares at you, a one-eyed lion with a single dark and empty socket. It's a shrine, isn't it? A shrine to what god? One lost time. Does it work? You may prepare spells here, yes. There is a connection to divinity. Shrines like this often hold a latent connection to your strings. If you can do it at the shrine of one's dead god, why not another? You seen anything like this, Snell? Sure. Looks like a normal cat thing. There's a ton of them all over the city. You know it'll look. Are you, some kind of cat expert? No. He speaks truth. Hard to tell exactly what's going on here due to the rubble and the dust. You could try investigating more closely, but remember, the White Mains are famous for the traps, so be careful. All right, I'll take a step closer. You look over the front of the shrine, seeing tracings of markings. What's that light from the ceiling? It is an illusion. Do not mind it. It is absolutely not the sun. Glancing upward reveals the rays to be nothing but a magical tingle on your eyes. This is no esoteric pocket, but it most likely once was. Barely passed, but it's enough. Your gloved hand slides over the markings on front of the shrine. There's something there, inside the stone, and it's text. Tracing your fingers, you realize something is written, faintly, scrubbed down over centuries, into the surface of the shrine. It says, El Oro Royo Vigila El Oro Royo Vigila tus logros. You take a step back and mumble it to yourself. The red eye watches over you? Does that mean anything? Probably. They wouldn't just write that down on a shrine for no reason. Yeah, they might have, but who knows? You glance upwards at the lion's head. The eye socket. Perfectly sized for a gemstone. This is obviously a secret you'd be able to trigger in case you insert the correct gemstone. Look at the eye socket. The stony lion's head glares at you with that one sunken dark eye. Might want to be a bit careful about it, but you could probably put in that Jathid's here. Do I need a certain gemstone here? Yes, either a ruby or jacinth would be a rather practical guess. These barbaric civilizations, if you can even call them that, were all the same shiny rocks and mysterious temples, used as esoteric trippers. All right. Carefully, you guide the jacinth into the perfectly sized eye hole. Once close enough, like a magnet, it gets sucked in. You hear a strange noise in the wall. Was I about to die? Oh, gods! The goblin gasps air, unable to speak. That was fast. Am I dead? You would have died had the final blade not been blocked by those vines. And Snell would have died if he had stood a little bit further back, or to the left. Fuck! The goblin's actually shaking. Nice dodge, Snell. We were so close to just dying. Look at these things. You'd be cut in half. Are you aware of that, Cleric? What's going on? Look. Yes, maybe. We'll see in a bit. I've heard a delayed response is normal in these situations. Heard about a guy that once got an arrow through his skull, like, straight through. The goblin tends to talk a lot when he is in an emotional panic. Tens, the currency of the Free Strider Revolution. I don't think that's what he meant. While free cities have multiple currencies, the magical paper money of reeds is quickly growing into the most valuable across the coast. This fucking guy, he just kept walking like nothing happened, like he was just... With a brash crack, the front of the shrine pops out of place. The goblin jumps. A deep, rumbling voice echoes to the chamber as a lion's skull begins floating out of the shrine, along with a glossy halberd. El vigilante rojo de crem blanca castigara tu. I think I upset it. That's a nice halberd, though. Then the skull falls to the ground. Stare as it rolls to the side. Huh. I'm not sure. He glances around, scanning for threats. That was a ghostly apparition left to guard the shrine. I don't think they planned to go I don't think they planned it to go that way. For once, I agree with you. The skull on the ground is on the ground before you, and the halberd is just floating there, all ghost-like. Be careful. I guess I'll check them out. I wanted to look at the big halberd first. A ghostly halberd. Ooh, intelligence and wisdom. That looks cool. A ghostly weapon, existing somewhere between the astral and material planes. However, it's sadly not materially bound. meaning if you won't do any damage if you swing it. Damn. Still cool. Constitution's back to normal. Lion's skull. You kneel down to look at the cat-like skull on the ground. Hello. No response. Thoughts on this, Snell?
My head's as empty as that skull, Cleric.
Can we go? Okay, I'll leave you to it. Pat the top of the skull. Good boy. You did good. He did good. Nothing else here? Prepare spells, I guess? I know 2 cantrips and... I know 2 spells and that's it. Alright. Kind of like the halberd, though. It looks pretty cool. A good halberd can go a long way. Alright, I'm going to save the game real quick. Ghost Halby. Alright. This is one of those games I feel like if I don't save, if I'm not saving often, I'm dying often. Can I walk around it? Like, will the game let me, like, slowly walk around it? Nope. Set piece. Oh, I just failed every which way. I'm about to die again. The only thing I saved. Better roll this time. Go faster. We're faster than him this time, at least. How did I not notice that thing? It was hidden perfectly. A monster. Punch it! Same stuff as before. Alright. So he got a surprise round, basically. They're both challenging for me, unfortunately. All right, I gotta try something. Let's try to break free this way. Nope. Did not break free. You struggle. A groan escapes your lips as the tentacle tightens around you, grabbing it, pulling, fighting. But alas, you do not succeed. Same stuff. He's trying to grab me. He hits me pretty hard. I'm gonna heal. Bones broken, loosely dangling. This is it. I got advantage. Natural. A nat 20. Okay, one last breath. Come on, Snell. Just like target practice, with a snap, he launches the bullet. It hits the beast right in the eye.
Yeah! Take that, you piece of shit! Let's go! That's my boy, Snell!
It roars and is bleeding from the central eye, but it's still standing, now just angry. And maybe a little sad.
Just one more shot! Keep it distracted!
The beast lunges forward way farther than you expected. Its maw brushes up against you and... it bites. It bite. Alright, that's my last spell for the day. It goes right through your chainmail. A deep wound, gushing blood.
Cleric! Shit! I'm okay!
This is the end. The beast will be felled! Snell distracts the monster. Not enough, unfortunately. You swing, and you hit right on the roper's rock-hard hide. You get a crack from your fists. Ow, that hurt my fingers. Like punching a boulder. A monstrous boulder. You're holding your breath. Snell gives you a nod as he twirls one last bullet. With a loud snap, he fires it. The echo dances around the cabin, ringing in your ears, along with a horrific screeching of the roper, as the bullet hits straight into the large, unblinking eye.
Gotcha!
It shrieks and pulls back. terrible noise disappears into the abyss. Tentacles writhing, the roper blindly flees in its panic and runs right over the edge. I did it, somehow. Well, more like Snell. My boy Snell did it. My boy Snell did it. You fill your lungs with air. Your knees are weak. Something mom's spaghetti. The goblin leans in and on his hands and groans.
That was tight. But, well done.
You too. Great job, Snell. The goblin reluctantly returns a thumbs up to you as well. He's pained by making such a cheesy gesture, but you've actually clearly earned it. Nice. Let's see what's deeper in the cavern. Maybe without the ropers? Oh boy, I'm gonna munch something like apple. Consume apple. Oh, that'll help with my raccoon wounds. Magic mushrooms will help hide the pain. There we go. I'm all good. I'm gonna save the game. My boy, Snell. My boy, Snell. All right. We did it. So what is beyond the cave? So is that what got the yellow man? I wonder. Oh, it's the other side of the one-way door? Aw, dang it. Who put these barrels here? And we're back to Kraid. Okay. Kraid? What happened? Your butt Guillaume. What is wrong with me? The hulking beast looks at you with a deep hunger. Your gut biome quivers. Kraid greets human. Thank you. Bye, Kraid. I don't think there's anything new here. All right, so we've done a full circle. What happened to the man in yellow? Was that him? Was he dead? That couldn't have been the corpse, could have it? Was he the corpse? What a bad end for the poor bastard. Kind of feel like I want to see if I can touch that. So there's the arcane lock door. Still don't have much. Still don't know much about that, but do have intelligence now. More intelligence. Maybe there's something new here. Huh? Still locked, I presume? Yeah. I think the only way I'm going to do this is if I really like crit nat 20 it. Got to give it a natty. You know, like Royd. We got to channel our inner Royd. Be like, we natty. Okay, so just realized that that's like a head, like a statue head. Interesting. Okay, let me put these barrels here. Whose footprints are these? Okay, so that's a dead end, unfortunately. Literally in the sense of like the corpse. Do you think the corpse? Could the corpse have been it? I wonder. But he went invisible, so our star witness could still be around in some fashion. Let's see. Maybe we can talk to her now about it. Moongor. I killed the roper in the south cave. A roper? That's a ferocious beast. They do not come up this far very often. Well done, human. Keep killing things and being manly. She likes it. Okay. I'll think about it. All right. What else can I do? There's a couple I don't want to give this up. I mean, I'm sure like this game's like Disco where like I can always come back and revisit threads. I did this, pretty sure. The pillar of Jor towers before you. He's speaking to you. Touch the pillar. I already did that, yeah. So we were already here. So I already joined the game. So I like it, Shizu. It's very disco-y. And I'm like, I'm not trying to compare it that way, but the reason I'm saying that all the time is just because like I really enjoyed disco, and this game has a lot of the but the game is distinguishable because it's got its own sense of humor. The D&D stuff, hard to say at the moment. Can I not go in there? About to say, come on. The D&D stuff's fine, and it's interesting to use it. I like the game's twist on the main 5 stats. Yeah. Like, it's fun to explore. I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? What if I try this? You know, I'm thinking about, like, what can I do, right? Like, I know there's something over here we haven't tried yet. Yeah, right here. Stumbled upon it blindly. And there's that little crawdad again. Did that little guy scuffle all the way over here? I think what happened was I was going to come over here, but I decided to wait. 2 meters. What kind of man? No. What kind of hero cannot step down a slightly uneven stone slab? It could be I'm just a little tired, Cheezer. Maybe just because of the thing. Also, I'm doing a lot of different voices, but no, honestly, I'm having a good time. I'm just trying to think about like maybe if I feel tired or strange just because like I had a long day at the office. But this is me winding down, but I'm okay, Shizu. I appreciate it. I'm good. I'm having a great time with this. What kind of man? No! What kind of hero cannot step down a slightly uneven stone slab? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this. Are you... Oh, right, I didn't do this. Basically, they're like, I didn't want to fail it. Effortless. You say that. Oh, well, I didn't realize I had advantage. I thought it was going to be like a 1 or something. You got it, Cheesy. I promise. I'll take it easy. Taking a confident step onto the stone, you begin your descent. Yeah, this is nothing. I played Cairn. I'm fine. You close your eyes as you do so in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. You are afraid. It is very steep. Yet your body remains calm. What did it say? 2 meters? Yeah, 2 meters is a little bit of a drop. But within a moment, you are at the bottom of the step! God, you're slow. Can we get moving now? Let's go. One goofy-looking cat. That's a cat? Oh, I guess. Yeah, I thought that was like knees. I was thinking like the Minotaur. Those are the eyes. That's the nose. That's the mouth. Is this how I get back up? What's this? You can get up here. Oh. So this is how I get back out? You approach the step once more. A long step. This time should be easier. Not right now. I'm guessing that's my way of getting back up and around if I wanted to. Adventurers must have hidden stuff inside this pot. You know it. Classic RPG. You see? That's why we always loot. So, I believe that's a dwarf. And his crawdad friend? Askel Modson. Dexterity. Not my best stat, but I rolled like crazy good. A dwarf, level 5 archaeologist. This right here is the 4th pillar of the feudal system. A spelunking, delving, digging, roaming, true-blooded adventurer. Though he's seen a lot of this shit in his days, Axel still has his glowing eyes set on the next prize. The true reward of a life on the trail. A hoard. He will not find it. One day. He will find it. One day. Someday. But not this day. Perhaps you will see him again? Who are you kidding? Of course you will. Wow, that's interesting. So, like, if you can, like, roll a natural, you can get, like, a lot of backstory. That's kind of neat. Definitely makes worth trying to, like, meet the characters multiple times, like you do in like Disco. Again, not to keep comparing it the game, but just like I like this is the reason. But that's the reason the game appealed to me to begin with. Deep beside the buried statue, you see someone up on the ledge. There's grunts echoing down the chamber, along with the sound of iron against stone. A dwarf down here. Could be a trap. Hello up there. Huh? The dwarf's smoldering eyes widen as he sees you. Look, Romulus, we got an official visiting. That doesn't make us official. I don't know what will. It's a rust monster. Peeking out over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping about. A rust monster. The dwarf appears friendly with it. How strange. Rust monsters are known to devour metal. Keep your distance. It's okay, I got a ghost halberd. He can't munch on that. Is that a rust monster? Oh yeah, very correct. No worries. He's very kind. The dwarf then mumbles to himself when he's fed. Ominous. What are you doing here? Me? Oh, you know. He lets out a smoldering laugh. A dwarf's gotta have a hobby. Mining in ancient ruins is not a hobby, it's a profession. He puts down his tools and strikes a pose. Let me introduce myself. I'm Axel Madsen. A dark dwarf. A dweger, if I remember right. Dark dwarf. Derogatory term for the underdwarves. Or as they prefer, underdwarf. Gray-skinned and fiery-eyed dwarves who mostly live along the undercoast. They originate from powerful elementals known as Azers. Pleased to meet you. You're an Novikian cleric, I presume? Kind of a... Yes, don't be complicated. Yeah, don't be complicated. I'm the cleric of Norvik. I'll be damned! Well, I mean, I did it mostly for the XP boost. Let's be fair. Not sure what that means, but it sounds expensive. It means everything. Oh, you got a goblin with you. You HWBT, friend. Yeah, you're that dungeoneer looking for cats, right? More or less. Hope your lady wasn't too mad about my inquiry. Why would the lady be mad about cats? Does she also hate cats? What's going on here? Ad break's starting soon, guys. I'm gonna get up, stretch, get some more water. But when we get back, let's continue for a little bit. I'm having fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you, YouTube and otherwise. Thank you. I will see you on the other side. And away I go. This strength voice. This strength voice is fun, but man, I feel like, and away. Like just that over the top bombast is gonna be weird. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, that feels good. Oh man. Oh, it's been a day. Oh, it's been a day. Oh, it's been a day. Oh. That stretch did me some good, I think. You know, what are you doing getting under the table there, you silly little cord? Silly Willy. All right, I'm back. I got some water. I went piss girl. There we go. I feel better. Right, so we were talking to this lovely fellow and seeing what he's doing out here. I'd say annoyed is a better description, but it's fine. Just don't trespass anymore. Thanks, Cass. Will do, or I won't, I mean. But I should correct you, I'm not a dungeoneer. I'm more of a bear. With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar on his uniform. Well, I'm what you'd call a historian with ambition. As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing hissing noise. That's a hiss? Sounded like the thing like a villain or a minion says. Exactly, Romulus. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions to find the legendary missing mind of Tolaman of Dolan Cattle. Tulin Cattle? Yes, Tolamon of Tulin Cattle. Tulaman Tulin Cattle? That sounds like a quest. Oh, yes, indeed. A quest? Your ears perk up. Well, just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that. Here's the deal. I'm in trouble. His pet makes a loud, belching noise. Right? He mumbles, then gives the monster a pat on the back. You want to help, friend? Help a stranger? That's how heroes are made! Help a stranger? That's how fools are robbed. I'll help if I can. Great! You see, there are two strange ruins in the section of the city below the city. White Mane ruins, before the dwarves and humans, and even trolls. This place was ruled by cats. Here he goes. The snails of Tolan had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Yore. The mines of Tolamon. A place of thick veins with endlessly glowing amber and platinum. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to the legends. Sealed esoterically, probably since we can't seem to locate it. So how are you looking for it? Oh yeah, I'm not alone in this, of course. But my research has shown me clear indications that these two ruins below Tolstead are more or less unexamined, at least by skilled hands. Your hands are skilled, very skilled. At what? Eating food, getting bashed into the wall by a roper? What? So you can hide how can you hide an entire mine? You'd be surprised. The city below the city is, what is it? 4 or 5 levels of sprawling tunnels and caverns here under Tolstead. It's only this here top level that's in any way accessible. There could easily be some crevice far down the no one. Not even the city's greatest paladins have gotten close to discovering. The deep places of the world hold many secrets. So there's ancient snail folk, then slightly less ancient cat folk who built a cat stuff on top of snail stuff? Exactly! So what's the problem? There's no problem with this site, but I'm almost finished here. I'm unable to gain access to the second main ruin, because it's inside HWBT territory, and they're very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Your lovely goblin friends have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. But if you're a cleric, if you can get access to their territory, please head south. Through the damp high caverns, there should be a White Mane ruin at the end, a shrine, probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols. Oh, was that the shrine with the big axes and everything? He gestures towards the giant statue. Just look for big cats, essentially. I've already been there. What? Aren't you the little spelunker? That's good. Did you see anything? Depends. What are you looking for? He leans over the edge. All I need you to do is tell me if you find a symbol of the sun or 2 blades. Either of those, then report back to me. If you're able, and you have time. Wish I could do it myself. Darn those goblins. No offense. None taken. I really, really do not care. I didn't see anything like that. I'll go see if I missed it. Great! Since you already made your way there, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle, I hope? He gives you a thumbs up. Do you know anything about the tea shop? Crosses his arms and gives you a long nod. It's a type of cafe. You know, they serve tea and other drinkables. Sometimes they have pastries. Ooh, I love the cardamom treats. I also love cardamom treats. Oi, my friend, you truly have good taste. A man of culture, this dwarf. No, the tea shop. Is there some special tea shop I should be aware of? How long have you been down here? About a week by now. Takes time to set up a secure perimeter. So you don't know about the tea shop that exploded. Exploded? I thought the election was bad enough as is. Now they exploded tea shops? Bolvik's in trouble indeed. Oh well. Can't help you there, friend. Alright, we're gonna come back later. Alright. Well then. Let's climb out of the hole. I'm ready to get out of this step. You take the first step, and then you are at the top of the step. Hooray! Clap, clap, clap. All right. There's only one more place I can think of we can go. There's a spiral staircase in the first part of the dungeon that we have not gone down yet. And if it's not where I think it is, I was hoping to find the other two rats, though. I hadn't seen any rats, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I am ratless. I am rat deprived. All right, so these threads are coming together slightly. Secret door to further below. Cora said to the south case and a secret door. Could there be a secret? Well, there was that secret thing with the jacinth, but I don't think that's what I meant to do. So this is the only other thing I can think of is it's a long way down. And I'm not going that way. All right, so. Well then. What else can we do? We can try circling back. We need that. This is the roots. Snail is blocking the way. Is there something else down here that I could have done? I wonder. Like maybe there's like a passive check or something that I need to do? What's my wisdom's still already pretty high. I would have figured by now I would have had everything. Let me up it a little bit more just to see if there's anything passive that I notice now. Could also be a light thing, but like, okay, if the hat's here. We found the hat here. That's the tunnel that leads to our boy. There's nothing down here at all. Can't go that way. Dead roper. Look for that symbol Azkel was talking about. You dust off the front of the shrine. Then the sides of the shrine. It's faint, but there's some kind of symbol on it. It's difficult to tell what's a weathered scratch and what's a creative choice. Yes, a symbol. A symbol of a sun, definitely. This is what Azkel wanted you to find. You found it. So what do? Get back to your dwarf buddy, of course. Yes. Tell Axel about this information. He'd be grateful. Very grateful. Like get a little nice payday grateful. You find what you're looking for? Yep. Great. Happy for you. His tone of voice indicates, please, can we get out of this scary ruin? I should get back to Axel then. To those other ruins. Man, there's a lot of ruins down here. Yes, you should, right away. Alright, well, we found it. Alright. I guess maybe the idea was like you had to have been aware of them before you could use it. Maybe. Alright. The cube is also... I wonder if I could get that torch from the cube. That's the only other thing I can think of is like, maybe I need light. But light hasn't been a problem in terms of like discovery yet. But I'm thinking about D&D terms. I'm like, well, usually they want you to do it. Is it 5 rats? I think he said 5 rats earlier today. So that's why I'm not going back yet. Once I have 5 rats, 5 magical rats, he will let me join his super fan club or something like that, I'm sure. So that's like a one-way door, I guess. This is the break. And we went over here. Yep, there it is. Okay. Do this one more time with feeling. Axel, I found your thing.
Huh?
He wipes his brow and yells down to you. Oi there! I found the ruins you were looking for. Yes. And I found a symbol on the ruin. The symbol of a sun? Yeah. He lowers his head, letting it hang for a while. Then he lets out a roar. For hell! His little body joins in and screeches. That's not a good sign. Huh? The dwarf takes a deep breath. A sun means those runes are just the same as these, he says and taps the stone beside him. They're consecrated! The white mains would never consecrate a secret gate. Damn it! I'm sorry. Ah, don't be. This means only one thing. The lead was off. Oh well. Time to regroup and rethink. After the election, that is. Here. He tosses my pickaxe to you. That's a little trick we have in the delving business. A custom-made detect secret infused pickaxe. Detect secret? That's useful. Sure is, bro. You've earned it, Cleric of Nordics. Of course, the pickaxe is a bit wonky. The keyword is supposed to be secret, as in you say the word secret and the pickaxe casts the spell. Doesn't quite work, so do with it as you please. Wonky magic items can be dangerous or hilarious. Anyhow, I'll be packing up soon. I'm done here. Thanks again. Saved me a ton of time and effort. Maybe in a few months you'll join me for a real expedition. Could be fun. I'll think about it. Think long and hard. You got time. If there's anything else, just let me know. Alright. Well, not the result he was looking for. Strength and intelligence. Wisdom and intelligence. Strength and intelligence. A highly dysfunctional pickaxe. It's supposed to be the point towards the nearest secret. A trap, fake wall, somewhere where other dungeoneering goodies are hidden. When you wield it, it just keeps trying to point upwards, making it impossible to actually use. Though the runes seem quite interesting. Do they? Well, let's take a look. You inspect the pickaxe. Along the shaft, you see the glowing teal runes spelling out secret. The dark dwarf told you it could be used to cast Detect Secret. Rare first-level divination. It allows the users to notice illusions, traps, and other hidden and generally secret things within a certain range. What exactly constitutes a secret is under debate, but it appears to differ on the caster's own interpretation of the word. The spell was created late in the arcane era by copying the powers from a wand of secrets. It is, however, apparent to you it's not functional. Oh, wow. Even with that. No, you do not figure it out. Not now, at least. But even if you do manage to understand the mechanics at play here, you would still be forced to invest several hours to perform the extraction itself. So while Detect Secrets is a powerful spell, getting hold of it will take time. Secret. It vibrates in your hand as you utter the keyword. Then, as if snapping to attention, an esoteric force pushing it to point straight upwards. For about 3 seconds, it holds this perfectly vertical alignment until it falls back to your grasp, limp. Useless. No, it's not pointing up. Moving just a few steps to the side while the pickaxe is erect shows it clearly. It's leaning ever so slightly in a faint lean towards the pillar of yore. A few more steps reveals that to actually be the case. That's interesting. The green one found useful information for once. Are you two getting along in there? Wisdom and intelligence? You know, typically you guys wouldn't necessarily be like enemies. You have different, you know, views of the world, but you're not necessarily not exactly rivals or enemies. Not lovers. I will say rivals. Like friendly competition rivals. Yeah. Anyway. So that, I think the clue is go take this to the Pillar of Yore, see what happens. Well, the Pillar of Yore is easy to find, I think. Watch me get lost. Oh, there it is, right there. Pillar of Yore. Good old Yore. Can't get enough of that golden Yore. So, what happens if I use the pickaxe here? Will it prompt me? What if I do it here? Along the shaft, the dark dwarfed. Nothing? Nothing. All right. You know, this might be worth it. It's pointing towards the pillar. Now that I have advantage, it's definitely worth to try it. I did it. This is nothing like your regular memorization. A spell scroll or codex is often nothing more than taking the original content and transcribing it, putting the various esoteric stages to memory in the process. A magic item, however, is crafted to only output those stages per autonoma, not giving any insight to the inner workings. It is, by definition, reverse engineering. Oh, then I should just be able to retrace the steps of the pickaxe's esoteric activation, which strings are being pulled and when, writing them down step by step. Yes, normally that would work, even if it's a highly difficult and slow process. He understood that? I guess I am more intelligent than I thought. However, this pickaxe is broken. It does not perform those esoteric stages in proper order, or more likely, one of the stages is broken. It will, no matter what you do, take around 3 hours for you to do this. Be sure you have the time to commit before you... Be sure you have the time before you commit. I don't see why not. 3 hours. That's all it takes for you to complete this, to normal men, extremely challenging task. But you are no normal man. You are the one who holds the upholds the Arcanist legacy. You can do this in 3 hours. So it went to 7. It's 7 o'clock. You have not had the pleasure to interact with this spell previously, but you quickly learn of its extreme usefulness. Detect secrets allows you to uncover, once for each cast, any secret trap, hidden passage, stashed away item, or esoteric illusion within 30 feet. If you wish to uncover the secrets of the city below, be sure to keep it prepared. It must be quite new, however, as you have not heard of it being used by adventurers, nor by clerics during any of the official delves. Amazing. Well, that's good. It's nighttime. It's dusk. I can prepare that spell next time. All right. So, well, boat, that's a good thing. I'm not sure what to do with it. Wait, if I take that off? Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's better. All right. So, I need to prepare that spell, but it seems like a useful one. Maybe it will help me, I'm trying to think. I think there's 2 places I can think of to try it. One is near the shrine, where we found the yellow hat. The other one is... Wait, hold on. Sorry. Do you see that poofing? Am I missing something here? There's something like poofing around within the corner of my eye. I feel like something, I'm looking at something at the edge of my sight, and then these little poofs are happening. Ooh. Shard of yore. Ooh, steamed hams. See, right there was a little smoke cloud. And then just vanishes before I can do anything. There is the ant quest, but I'm like, I don't know where to send you, buddy. Oh wait, it said like you have to get down to the deep underground, but I don't know how to do that considering there's a giant snail in my way. Let's go to this shrine and prepare this up. Give me a hint spell. I'd like a hint, please. That feels very nice to have. I'm glad they have that. That seems like a very good option to have in case like the player gets stuck or is like, I don't know what to do. Everything's too esoteric. And it's like, are you just using that word because we called the game Esoteric Ebb? Like, maybe. It's like, game's like, all right. I mean, at least you're trying, you know, in good humor. I'll give you a spell. I'll give you a spell that'll help you in a pinch. Pair spells. Is it level 1? It's level 1, right? It's a level 1 divination. Cool. Alright. We have the ability to cast spells. I think Cleric... It said level Cleric was going to go to level 6. So, to that end... What is it? Alright, so... It was pointing towards that rock. It was like, oh boy, there's a rock there. But like, now I'm not sure what it wants me to do. Smoke a little bit. No reason to cast that spell. You say that, but it feels like there is. It feels like there's something here you're not telling me. Like I think it was pointing that way, right? There's an illusion here. I guess I need, even though it tells me there's a secret, I have to have an illusion. Why does it say no reason to cast that spell? Very interesting. Well, all right. Well, I'm a little stumped. I guess what we can do is we can always come back later if need be. We can go back up the spiral staircase because at this point I don't know what else I can do. I think I've exhausted a lot of my routes. And I still need the rats. Maybe I'll find more rats as I go along. Hopefully I didn't like miss out on, like I didn't soft lock myself on rats. I'm gonna be very upset if like there's no way to get the other rats now. I'm gonna feel very disappointed in myself. Alright, so there was all of this. There was the cube. Does the cube have a rat? It's got a shard, some toilet paper. It has that torch. You look over to the glowing torch deep inside the gelatinous cube. What's up with that? It's a magic item. A torch built to burn forever. Cool. Useful. Could you get that torch smell? No. Could you? Possibly. Let me rephrase. Could you do it without having your skin be dissolved by the gelatinous cube? No. The goblin lets out a deep sigh and looks across the surface of the jelly monster. This cube's weird. They're usually way more aggressive. The fact we can stand here no problem means something's way off, and I bet it's that torch. Can you use your magic to grab it? There are a handful of spells that could work here. A protective shield if you wish to fight through the acid. Or mage hand, possibly. If I could find mage hand, then maybe that'd work. That the gel would let me go through. Well, you'd have to find it then. I thought you clerics knew basic cantrips like that. I mean, it's not even... We even got some goblins in the woods. It's not rare. The strength cannot be allowed to denigrate... The goblin cannot be allowed to denigrate you like this. It is beneath the cleric of Norvik. Look, a lot... Trembling, anger, constant. So I'm admitting to you that I, in fact, do not know this basic cantrip, but also make it clear that I want to find it so we can proceed here. Yet you stand here complaining about it. I know. I should have it. I don't. Don't bully me. Oh, I didn't mean to come off as mean. Sorry. He means it. He lifts his chin. Anyway, let's just not do anything rayish. Okay. I'll come back if I get Mage Hand, because I want that torch. The ever-burning torch, very useful magic item. Alright. I guess we've exhausted our leads here for now, so let's head up to the surface. Let's get some sunshine. Maybe take a shower. It's day one. We'd probably smell the high heaven. I'd probably stink like crazy in this armor. Ah, good old Apple City. What happened to the zombie? Is it quitting time? Okay, we need to go to the tea shop, I guess. Would be the other thing to do. Gobos don't want to talk to me still. The Queen. Tunnel to Central Tolstead. Alright. 14,000 to get to experience 1,600. The Pillar Crossing in Lower Tolstead. Interesting. Are we still in the city below the city? Goblin Garden, Pillar Crossing. Oh, neat. Neat. Lower layer. We can't get to lower layer. We went to Tolstead. We can get to Tolstead from a couple different ways. What was the other path? We spent so much time down there and it's been a week. I forgot what I can do. I guess I'll figure it out, but still. Is this the path to Tolstead? Main entrance to the Drunk Sphinx. Path up to Tolstead. This takes me where? Oh, okay. We're back over here now. Being dusk, it's still quite nice out. In Norvik, a pipe like this could lead anywhere. Shiny. All I needed to hear. You said it was shiny. Overgrown ancient. Sort of interesting. Embedded in the earth, you find weather-bitten stone in the shape of a spiral. Its edges are worn down, smooth almost, and behind you lies the head of what was a snail statue. Whatever god of symbolism this once denoted, time has ground it down. It is a monument to nothing now. There's something here, but can you understand it yet? Its purpose. It is cold. Your hands run across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find they are not all coarse. You realize this is most certainly an esoterically constructed art piece. What's more, you do feel the outline of a script. Symbols. Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. The symbols do not mean anything to you. If you had comprehend languages, you could understand the script just by touching it. What's with the snail stuff? Norvik is built upon layers of ruins. One of these layers, one of the oldest, were snail folk. Thus, you will surely find many of these snail symbols and spiral shapes around the city. I'll come back to it later. I will know your secrets, snail. I will know your snail secrets, your snail crits. Good one, Merc. An empty barrel. That's what it wants me to think. Nice try. Wasn't born yesterday. Do I need to like find a place to stay? Does the cleric or Norvik have a room? A tree rising above. Show of nature's true force. You look up the branches of a bracken tree. It stands tall in the garden, towering over you. It is majestic. Nature is reaching tall and deep. These roots go below the city, even below the river. Touch the tree. Your hand. Man, I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Hope you're having fun. I'm still having a great time with this, but like, man, I cannot talk right now. Your hand lands firmly on the bark. Good tree, strong tree. Who's the bestest tree in all of Norvik? It's you. Yes, it is. Connecting with the natural world. Well done. Bye, tree. Goodbye, cleric, Ron. For a minute there, I thought I was going to give the tree like a goofy voice. That would have been weird. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ron. The rough letters spell out Our Lady's Apartments. This is an apartment complex? Okay. Well, let's explore then. Also, oh, I see. Now we're up here. Goblin Garden. So that's where we came from. We spent a lot of time down there. This gets down to Pillar Crossing. Goblin Garden. Okay. Pillar Crossing. There's tolls to the east and west. Alright. Interesting. Actually readable posters. They're still kind of old. Your eyes land upon a series of papers nailed into the wooden facade. Getting out the information to people. How do you do it? One possible way, papers nailed on random walls. You'd be surprised how effective it can be. Some of them are torn or unintelligible. A few catch your attention. This seems illegal. Advertisement requires strict approval from the government. Tear them down! Rip them up! Look at the flyer with the owl on it. S. Yelan and Sons. Yelan and Sons. Binders and lithographers. Everything from design to engraving. Account, books, manufacturing, Waterlane View, 6th lower west. I don't know. This place would fix your ruined spellbook. Ooh, that seems useful. Guys, don't call me crazy, but getting our spells back would be pretty useful, I imagine. It's a prayer book, and yes, this place could help with that. Grand opening. You can barely read the faded lettering on this pink ink. I said pink. Man, I really can't read. I can't talk. I can't read. I can't see. I can't smell. I've lost all sense of taste. Guys, I think I'm dying. You can barely read the faded lettering on this ink-printed flyer. Grand opening of the Stubborn Sphinx Brewery and Commercial Tavern. Served without riddles, drunk with all charm. Pillar Crossing. Oh, second lower W. By the look of it, this tavern opened at least a year ago, maybe 2. That was the one we passed by. Maybe we can go to the tavern. Look at the poster with the faded green hammer. A sun-faded symbol covers most of this large poster. It's a hammer printed with green ink. Asgalists, those who share the plight of the common folk. Gather, ye workers! Asgal said, no gods above, no king below, only folk! Asgalist rally on the 22nd of March, TS Circle Square up. You can't just gather people like this. The city is surely against this kind of erroneous collectivistic behavior. Yeah, I think Strength's a little bit of a authoritarian. An empty barrel. Nice try. Yeah. You don't want to talk to me, Mr. Dwarf? No? All right. Fair enough. Then we'll go down the Sphinx. Grab a pint. I wasn't expecting all the bicycles. I wasn't expecting a lot of bicycles. What the? Okay. I'm kind of curious now about the technology. Trash cans? I was about to say, I'm really curious now about the technological aspect of this world. It didn't give off the idea of like, we had technology like bikes. Interesting. Weird. Interesting. Can I be honest with you, Bo? I want to go back down to that Sphinx. I want to go back. I want to go to the pub. Let's go to that pub. So I'm going to go down to the pub. Because I'm worth it. Damn it. Do need to find the tea shop as well. Yeah, this is where we came down. Wait. Yeah, that's where we left off. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the tea shop. I mean, let's go to the Sphinx. Call me curious, but it said it was a year ago, so it might be already broken. Oh, is LW just shorthand for low? As in lower Tolstad, upper Tolstad? I see. I think I understand. Look at everybody. We got some friends and family and everyone here. There's someone in the corner. We got gobos. We got a lot of gobos. We got a big ass. Oh my god. Hello, madam. I presume. Hello. Are you the proprietor of this establishment? Oh, we talked to her earlier. That's the pretty girl I helped out with the dwarven thing. We got a bard in the corner. We'll toss a coin for your witcher. A jukebox! I seem excited. Your eyes take in the enticing green glow of the diskette, an esoterically infused stone disc, which has been engraved with a spoken word spell. These have been mass-produced since the mid-arcane era. Spoken word, second level. Oh yeah, this is what we had. Oh, that was Magic Mouth. Never mind, this is a different spell. Second level transmutation. It allows the caster to engrave a spoken message onto the surface. Whoever touches it will telepathically hear the message in their mind. The spell has been mostly used for the last 2 centuries as a way of mass-producing music records. Their presence lights up the night in a glorious rhythm. So many nights spent looking over the track lists. Don't just think about... You just don't think about the time they threw you out for playing DLS 50 times. Please tell me. Is that a Mike Mulaney joke? Is that a Mike Mulaney joke? DLS, Dylan's Last Stand, a classic dive bop that got real popular around the time you were born. All the Rhodesian players know it. Dylan's Last Stand, a poem about an adventurer who accidentally kills his companion, then pays all his treasure to resurrect him. These days it's considered slightly racist. However, the music track by the same name is still played around the coast. It's racist? Oh man, what lyric would make that happen? I'll be back. I want to talk to people. Also, what's up here? Is this like the inn? Is this like an inn/tavern? Nope, it's the other side of Tolstoy. We're on Tolstoy East now. So we're on the other side of the tower? That's where we started, at Viskin's lair. Oh, I see. So if I went... Oh, I understand maps and how they work. Anyway. Let's talk. Hello. Raz, bow for hire. The scent of smoke fills your helmet as you approach the hooded goblin. He takes a drag from his pipe, his rough face illuminated. He is glaring at you. Didn't I see you at Pillar Crossing? The hooded goblin does not reply at first. Then he just looks to Snell with a foul frown. I see you're getting more cran by the day. Fuck you! Ah, fuck you. Identify yourself, Goblin. You hear him clear his throat, slowly. Nah, this is just bothering someone else. Human. Glass him. It's like, just channel my inner Robert, just glass him. You know this guy, Snow? Sure, that's Ray's. Ignore him, he's not interesting. The hooded goblin lets out a cloud of smoke. Listen to your pet, Cleric. What was that? Did you say something, Rez? Pure rage is building in your companion. He only scoffs at Snell's question. Let's go, Snell, before he does something stupid. Okay, so you're a jerk. Can I get a reading on this jerk? Behold! Ooh, I got a big reading on him. Look at that! Look at that! Level 8 rogue, he killed me. He like stabbed me multiple times and then stabbed me one more time. He's already probably got like multi-attack with that kind of like with that kind of level. He wants to kill you. You know, I didn't really get that impression, but you know, thank goodness Charisma's here to tell me thank good Charisma's here to tell me what's on the up and up here. This is a massive, unregulated, confident, and highly problematic goblin supremacist. He will not debate you on it. He doesn't even see you as worthy of being alive. Damn! They got goblin supremacists in this world? A focused killer. His body count must be in the hundreds. The type of man who wishes for nothing but the destruction of humanity. The earth folk especially, and the downfall of this invading species upon the shores of Ascani. Okay, so he's got like a grudge against humanity for historical reasons, we'll say. Smarter than goo. I'm out. Sorry guys, I should just end stream. I can't make a joke better than that. Anything I say, anything I do, any stupid voice I come up with, that beats it tonight. That's joke of the night. It's like, what am I even doing here? I should just be... God, games are good. Games be good sometimes, you know? You know what I mean? No, I'm not leaving, Shizu, I promise. We'll go a little bit longer tonight, but we're not leaving yet. We're not going. Shizu, come back! Shizu, come back! You can blame it all on me. I'm not gonna get much out of this one. Well, he is smarter than me. Not so much. Okay? As in he's not smarter than me, or that not so much I get anything? The goblin glances at you. His eyes lit up for a second, but then he notices Snell. Smarter. Snell? Don't cause any trouble. Okay. Snell motions for you to both leave the guy alone. Hello, Smarter. He just stares at you. Scared? No. Plotting. Leave him. As the two of you take a step away, Snell sighs. Smarter is a notorious pickpocket. Don't let him get too close. Oh, so he's a goblin? That's the racist answer. That's the... Oh, cool, he's a rogue like me. Snell shakes his head. No, look, I'm talking a real, actual, pathological kleptomania case. Goblin hate. Hey, Wolf! It's been a while. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, welcome in. We're glad to have you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Like, can't keep his hands away from pockets type of deal. Except Smarter. He fails every single time, hurting himself in the process too. Like he's just rolls natural ones. What a fool. Can you imagine failing at things and hurting yourself a lot? Oh. Yeah. I don't think he's ever gotten away with anything, so just be careful around him. I don't want him hurting himself again. All right, well, I'm glad you're looking out for your friend. Goblin's shaking my head. A donation plate. Can I give him a... I'm not gonna pinch. There's a small plate with a fair bit of crowns scattered. The goblin... Miss Nearly. The goblin glances at you as you approach the donation bin. I'll donate some crowns. You do. How many I got? I got more than 10. I got like 130, 140. I'll give you 10. I'm not a fan of gums, but you place a hand, I said bowl full. You place a handful of crowns into the bowl. A good amount. Oh, thanks, Cleric. Can I talk to her? All right, behold! Please, oh, this is my proficient stat, so maybe I should be able to see a lot. And I do. Chaotic neutral, a bard, level 1. Another goblin. This one is looking to escape. She works hard, but only in ways that improve her craft, her passion. She does not care for politics or the world at large, and she tries to uphold a sense of understanding in order to further her art. Miss Nearly here makes a strong case. She seems cute. The goblin plays for herself. She seeks not glory, only to support herself with her craft. It seems they're not going well so far. What do you do? Does she not get a lot of coin? Well, let's talk to her. The goblin seems to be playing around the strings of her instrument. She's tuning it. Hi. Her entire body jolts when she sees you. She's frightened by the Earth Guard colors. I'm playing in a second, okay? Okay. Okay. I need some tense ambience for all the conversation we have here. Play some debate music. Would be suitable for the election coming up. Take your time. She finishes whatever she was doing to her instrument. Don't dance. It'll hurt your chances at anything in here this dance. I failed that, apparently. Let her play. Okay. Here we go. Leave and let her play. Agent Vera. I've already rolled her the orc foal. Let's talk to her again. It would be something akin to 1,000 a month. Standard fare, really. Oh, hello, Taverner. Is she... She's some sort of satyr by the way of her hoof feet. Obviously, all of my proprietary deals have to be included in that. Rickspitter, you said. Rickspider. Yeah, Rickspider. Obviously. Which would make me more akin to double that price, at least. The orc woman places her cup on the counter and leans forward. We hope you'll consider it. The fiendish woman behind the counter gives her a wide, sharp grin. Vera turns to leave and almost walks right into you. Whoops! Cleric, lovely to see you again, but I can't stop the chat. Do swing by water lane later, will you? As the orc steps past you and leaves the tavern, you look over to the woman behind the bar. She locks eyes with you while putting away a cork the orc's cup. Oh, now we get to talk to her? Cool. Rick Spider, the local taverner. I have no dexterity. Never mind. Did I say no dexterity? And a lot of dexterity. Level 3 entrepreneur. She's a demon. All right. Money, money, money. This is what you get with when the pragmatism of devilhood mixes with the dexterity of humanish fingers. A mint-making, crown-conscientious, capital creator of the highest class. Entrepreneurship is about disruption. It's about seeing through the common clay and figuring out the hacks of reality. It's like magic, really, except it works on scale. This woman has found several holes in the city's purse. Over the years, she's run factories, founded startups, dealt with city corporations, guild deals, and now she's a tavern proprietor. A highly accomplished woman, the type to flourish in the Free Strider future. Interesting. Hey. Hey. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Behind the counter stands a woman of fiendish origin. Focused on filling up one of the taps, she immediately stops when she notices your approach. A tiefling. Tiefling, a folk with demonic or devilish blood in their veins, often have features such as horns, tails, red or blue skin color, and various esoteric abilities. Demon, chaotic evil fiend. They're mostly bloodthirsty monsters and rage-crazed barbarians fallen out of Heiji. But some of their more civilized spawn do reign in the cities and realms surrounding the Endless Maw. Welcome to the Drunk Sphinx. What'll it... Oh my good lord, a cleric! How lovely to see the city stop by. She gives you her full attention. Name's Rick Spider. I'll be serving you tonight. This woman is a perfect hub for information. Pick a brain. I want to pick your brain. No, no, Ron. No, we don't just say the first thing that comes out of our mouth. How did that happen? Just so dumb. Actually, I need to make it clear to you I'm not a cleric in no way. I can't. How did that happen? Oh! She gives her left horn a pat. Funny story, actually. My family fought the last megastorm of Heiji. I think it was the last few years of the Coast War. They were invited to join a Vorgeni guild due to my father's influence as a former diplomat. That's when I was young. So technically I'm a native Vorengi. Megastorm. Like a storm. But mega. Don't happen too often. Thanks, intelligence. I appreciate that. But to answer your question, both my parents were members of the Houses of Fire. Low ranking, of course, but still influential in the politics of several smaller coastal towns in the Western Jungle. Houses of Fire, the aristocracy ruling over several cities in Heiji. They're famous for being elven, human, or even celestials who intermingled with the demonic forces of the region. Interesting. And I don't know if you know much about the folk in Heiji, but let's just say horns are quite common sight among the highborn. She talks too much. Thanks for the information. Don't listen to the demons in my head. I'm quite proud that Ginny had made, with or without my bloodline backing me. I want to pick your brain. That could be arranged, she says and gives you a big smile. That would be very kind. I'll pick it real good. No, that'd be kind. I know. I got a big font. I know. I've got a big heart. The biggest, she says. Guys, is she risen me up? I should be careful. Look, I should be careful. You're the tavern owner? You have a bunch of information that can help me with my quests? Sure. If there's anything I can do for you, just ask. I know more than most in this sprawling city of ours. This city is not hers. We all share this place. It's as much hers as it is yours. Oh, Snell! She exclaims as she notices him over the counter. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Want something to drink? I'm on the clock. He nods towards you. Oh, you're the escort, eh? That's not how I'd phrase it, but sure. She laughs and sticks a sharp finger in your face. Don't get Snell into too much trouble, you hear? He's already grumpy enough as is. The two of them clearly share a past. In an enemies to lovers kind of way, only without the lovers part. Can you tell me about yourself? I'll start with a icebreaker. Please do dive in, Cleric. Anything in particular you'd like to rant about? How'd you end up here? Long story. I'll keep it short, as I'm sure you got better things to do. Essentially, family from Heiji, was born in Vorgeni, raised in the Reeds during the worst of the revolution, left my family behind, came here to start anew. Now I'm building businesses left and right. Askin's a wonderful land full of promise. I love it here. She leans in. Thank you so much for taking in an outcast like myself, Cleric. She's hitting on you. Hit back. I punch her? I punch her? I flirt back? I do not answer to the Visa and Immigration Guild. Fuck it, I'm risen back. Yes! I can't tell if I did that successfully or Charisma's just telling me, yes! You riz back, you flirt back. Nope, not your type. You need someone stronger. Boo! The red one is correct, but still boring. Oh? What is my type? Too big of a question to ask while you're awkwardly staring at this horned woman. Strength is such a cock block. Whatever, just say something. You've been staring at her silently for like 15 seconds now. I compliment her horns? Eh, just say something. You've been staring at her. Oh, god dang it. You're welcome, citizen. I am. She shows her sharp teeth in a bright smirk. Tell me about your mother's no. Tell me about your business. My favorite topic. I've got several businesses, in fact. Some people call me a bit of a serial entrepreneur. So it's just a tavern, not an inn? Not an inn, sadly, but I've been thinking of expanding. But as you might imagine, it's quite difficult, especially with the wonderful complexities created by our dear home lord. The magistrate handling construction, public works, housing, mapping, as well as sewers and waterworks, currently held by Tondarel Solderfelt in the housing district. one of the 5 districts in Norvik, the poorer area on the west side of the river, named as such due to the Earth folk originally being housed here, while Earth cleaned out the ruins in what is now known as the palace. Thanks for the care package, Shizu. The right stuff. Bang. Anyway. If only the city held another city below crusade, then I might be able to dig out a few rooms. But for now, this is just the tavern. Though usually a local cat holds dance classes here once a week. That's paused during the election, though. Anyhow, I'm rambling. Did you want a story about how I procured the location? Sure. Tell me about everything. We'd be here all day, but I can do a quick rundown if you want. Sure. I started off in printing, believe it or not, so many years ago at this point. There was a great boom in the industry. Right when my horns were budding. Did you know we had 12 papers in circulation at its peak? Crazy. I ended up with way more capital than I anticipated, which gave me the opportunity to invest quite heavily. So she was a newspaper mogul, and then she became a venture capitalist. And you know me, she says, and winks. Wink, wink. You do not. I took on a big risk for a big reward. A bit of agriculture, a bit of politics, signed some deals with the free striders, some of the agriculturalists, or whatever they call themselves these days. My main business today is actually textile manufacturing. So this is like a side hustle? Started a mill 2 years ago with the most inspirational woman you've ever met. Suffragettes, widows, immigrants, or Norvokians awaits. Suffragettes. Yeah, suffragettes, yeah. An activist group formed by the dwarven women in the early days of the suffrage movement. When human women began joining the group, they eventually won over the palace and the universal suffrage was ordered. You're building a new world of feminine industry. She's giving a chance to those who often cannot make their own wage. Wonderful. She's exploiting women who have been left behind by their communities. Awful. Somehow I feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle with these two. At work, so gotta go, but want to say hi, Ashby, Flex in, welcome you for the boat, welcome in, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great day at work. Thanks for hanging out. Oh. All right. This tavern was born out of my meeting with Ulzis. She nods her head in the direction of the massive sphinx at the end of the chamber. She's guarded this place for centuries? Millennia? God's only knows how long. Even our good Lord Earth just let her be. Our Lord saw this divine being and allowed her to continue her sacred mission. But I managed to get her to open up a bit. A few drinks later, and we got a contract signed. To convince a sphinx, a creature sent by the very high gods to alter her life's mission. This woman must be highly persuasive. Yeah, persuasive. This girl's got a charisma score out the wazoo. She'd been rizzing me up this entire time, I think. I don't know. Oh, all right. I want to keep going, but I am feeling a little sleepy. It was a long day. I woke up like, well, I didn't sleep very well because of the things mentioned earlier. But I did get but today ended up being better than I thought in terms of like the stress I was feeling. Plus it's 8 p.m. I'm sure my cleric boy is going to want to sleep soon anyway. Anyway, we'll keep going. The point of this is like with disco, you got to keep going in clues, running your beat, all that stuff, beating off. Why did I say that out loud? Oh my god. Why do you guys put up with me? I love that you do though. All right.
Brother, have you found or talked to the Mind Goblin yet?
The Mind Goblin, Justin? Oh no, what have I just said out loud into the void? No, what have I wrought? Excuse me. I mean, one of these goblins has got to be a Mind Goblin, right? Today, it's a highly successful establishment with patrons from all over the world. Things are a bit slow these days with the whole tea shop drama. I did. You're right. You're right. My bad. I wasn't looking. I was looking. And if I was looking respectfully. But alas, things will pick up soon again, I'm sure. Oh, is that's the passive I have. I was wondering what that happens. That is not how you use alas in this sentence. This fiend loves the sound of her own voice. Could be very useful. You're a devil or demon fiend? No, right. No more personal questions. Aw, too bad. So what's up with the that's Ulzus. Great gal. She's a gynosphinx. She's been here since like early gate era. Gynosphinx. A monstrous being often found undertaking missions for the gods. A feminine force capable of seeing through time and space. Collector of ancient lore and dispenser of riddles. Known to test mortals and uncover their true worth. But good luck getting more than that out of her. She always drinks this much? Yeah, that's the only reason this place stays open. She lets us all hang around her sacred chamber, and in return I get her pumped up on some river wine. Cost-wise, it's not that much worse than a regular city rent. Well, thanks for telling me. No problem, she says with a You two friends now? No. Don't say that. You're hurting my feelings. There's tension here. If you want to rise out of the mess, when I sense sexual tension between you two. Does Snell spend a lot of time in here? You don't need to ask her. It's not relevant. He does, she says, ignoring his comment. Although this is the most convenient third place for HWBT, so it's not like he's got too many options. We've got all the wonderful goblin we can need here every night. Great. I don't want to embarrass the boy. Do you know anything about the tea shop? It blew up! She looks shocked. People keep saying that. Right? Very strange. Wasn't here. Not usually on Tolstead over noontime. I'm more of a night gal, obviously. So, I'm not much help, sadly. I just heard of the regular. But I can recommend talking to the kid at the kiosk upstairs. His brother comes in here often, and I overheard him talking about it. Thank you. No problem, Cleric. That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. I think with that, though, with that little tidbit, let me save the game so I don't remember. God, my brain is telling me get the hell out of here. I can't even use periods. The boy. All right, we'll do that. Yeah, I think my brain is soup. My brain is a nice viscous like minestrone, so I don't think I'm gonna push it too much more. Plus, I did do a lot of talking. Hold on. Christopher, when I play Ebb, I use text size 24, but I suggest picking what is ever comfortable for you. Which font should I choose? Various Serif is the recommended font. You can cycle through the fonts in-game by pressing Enter M on the keyboard or ref set. Okay. You don't tell me what to do. I'll play with 36 in my font size and keep my face 3 inches from the screen. Very works fine, I guess. Okay. That's funny. So I can have like, oh, it's got Roboto. Oh, so basically, I think it basically picked like a, I think it basically got like a normal, like a Linux font thing. This is cute. Avera Serif. That's fine. You can't tell me what to do. But these are some nice accessibility. All right, I'm done. I'm getting lost. My brain is going soupy soup. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Shizu, for being here. Thanks everyone to hang out. Let's do some roll call. Shizu, Cass, Wolf, Ashby, who's still not here, probably not here, BB, Dreamer, thanks for being here. Let's see who else we got. We got Galley, Shogun. I think that's everybody. Let me just double check real quick. BB, Dreamer, Just Right, 6270, Cass, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. And Shizu, and of course. So thanks everybody for hanging out tonight with me. I appreciate it. But before we go, let's see if I can find somebody for us to go say hi to. Wow, there's some interesting. He thanked me 3 times. I tend to do that. Let's see here. Hmm. They're giving me some weird recommendations today. That's too much. That's too many times. Should I take one back? Give me back one of those thanks. What is going on with these recommendations all of a sudden? Weird. These are some weird timers. I feel like finding someone new. Let me check something real quick, and then we'll go. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. This seems reasonable. Plus, I can just like chill out. Let's go say hi to somebody new. You guys ready? We're gonna go meet a new friend, potentially. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this one. I like taking chances on this every now and then with people. You know, you never know who you're gonna meet. You know, I mean, without all of this, I would have been. Thanks for a great stream, legendary dub cop middle manager supreme of the mind goblin. Wow, that's a lot, Cass. That's a lot. All right. But before we go, we're gonna do. Let's see. It's only possible. More apples, apple boy. All right. We're gonna meet someone called Leo Noko. I've never heard of this person. They seem to be doing some nice cozy art. The art looks pretty nice. Let's just go say hi. See what they think. I don't know if what they're gonna think, but you know what? I don't care. Sometimes you take a tag. Sometimes you take a chance. Sometimes you roll the dice. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna probably just go straight to bed because brain is soup. But until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take Toku. Take boss. See ya.